CB the Tool Addict coming at you. I was messing with you guys. I bet half of you were going, what in the heck is going on? I can't hear you. I got you guys. Not quite as peppy tonight. I'm a little bit. CJ's info, Gearhead, Darian Robinson, Midwest Tool Review. We're going to have Midwest Tool Review on here later. Stick around with that here in just a bit as soon as we get through some of the intros. Gary Crafter. How you doing, Gary? Welcome to the channel. Henry 3R, One Mechanic. Our good friend, One Mechanic Dave, and Tarek. Tarek and Dave, good friends of mine. Tech May, another great person. 19 people in the chat. Wow. Bam. Turners by Turner. Turbo Tie. What up? That was the loudest what up, guys, I ever heard. Bearded Mechanic. Yeah, Bearded Mechanic. I haven't got my P.O. box set up, and I gotta. Yeah, I'll get with you. I've been busy, man. I'm really busy. Really busy. So Wayne Swinsgood. Richard Morrison. Really busy. I am beat. That's why we're in the house tonight. It is muggy, hot, raining, and I am not sitting out in the garage. Dave Gold, what's going on? Yeah, Team Springfield. In case you guys are wondering the dimensions of that gun safe, it is 44 inches wide, 60 inches tall, 28 inches deep. You do the math on the cubes on that. It's a 48 gun safe. She's tiny, like me. Yeah, thanks, CJ. It's 2,600 subscribers. How about that? We're going places, slowly but surely. Joshua Brandenburg, how you doing, buddy? Larry Borgstrom, the outlaw. Larry Borgstrom, the outlaw. Thank you, Gearhead. Everybody. Clayton Schreiber, what's up, buddy? Joseph Benjamin Savaria. How, man, everything's okay. Not too bad. Chris Freeman, who makes the best swivel sockets? Boy, oh boy, I'll get in a fight no matter how much I come out with that. But I'm pretty much sold on the big three. I don't know enough about the pinless Matcos yet, and I'll have there'll be a slew of people come in here and talk about the pinless Matcos, and I honestly think they all still break the same, so it doesn't matter. So if you go pinless, then you can add Matco in the big four. But honestly, the pin sockets are the only ones that have been around and been reliable for years, and they continue to hold strong. Everybody has tried to go to those designs. They come back to the pin designs. They go back and they try pinless and blah, blah, blah. The pinless ones get hitches in them too, and they get problems and whatnot. So you just kind of gotta, it's whatever you prefer after that. But I definitely wouldn't buy swivel sockets, but anywhere but the big four, I guess you would. Cornwell, Mac, Snap-on, Matco. Richard Morrison, how's it going? Evening. It's been a while since I've been able to catch it. Well, congratulations, you caught this one, buddy. Disgruntled Mechanic, how you doing, buddy? Mike, I just got done sending an email to him not more than a couple seconds ago. I had to run to the store, had to pick me up a cold snack. We got ourselves a new flavor of cold snacks. Definitely hitting the old weight loss hard. Hitting it real hard. Here they come. Tarek's already chiming in. GP swivels ain't bad. Yeah, there's a ton of them. I don't buy my swivels. I don't buy my swivels from anybody but a tool truck because I just don't want to deal with warranty issues. That's my biggest thing. If you don't have access to a tool truck or have issues with warranty, then you might want to go that route. But I've broken so many swivels. So many swivels. They are just such a high warranty item. That's why they're so damn expensive. Pat Paulson, what's going on? Mike Swindell, Kevin Lamar, How's it going, fellas? What in the heck is sticking out of my head? There's a damn tag sticking out of my hat. Randy K. Bach, Colt, Smith & Wesson. Yeah. Bach, Colt, Smith & Wesson. Don't forget Springfield. Definitely out on the Taurus. Matthew Shaw, how's it going? I only buy the impact swivels. Exactly. Yeah, you definitely don't need, I don't like the chrome swivels. That's for damn sure. Damn sure. Good to see you back, Josh. Dwayne V, how you doing, Dwayne? Most of mine are snappy for some. Yeah, my ass is dragging too, man. Wayne Swin's good. I am definitely going on. Midwest Tool Review, hang out for a second here. We'll get through here. We'll get this chat fired up. We're going to have Midwest Tool Review on here. We're going to have a guy that I consider what I would consider one of the foremost in finding good tool deals. A guy that doesn't have a tool truck access, somebody's perspective that is a DIY guy that still loves to buy quality tools, and we'll ask him questions like why he does and this and that. Chrome swivels do not like impact. Oh, really? Chrome swivels. Wow, Bumble. That is crazy. Corey, what's going on? Josh, Joey Morrison, MHL Repairs. Am I lagging? I feel like my internet is lagging. My chats are just popping up. Not a fan of those mountain wrenches. No, I'm not. I like them. They work just fine. I don't know that I conveyed that enough on my video, but MLH Repairs. We'll get into that topic later. Stick around if you want to. You get to ask me that later. The mountain wrenches, I just don't trust them because I've heard the stories. And not only that, I asked Amazon if they were going to warranty them, and Amazon says absolutely not. You bought those at a time when the vendor decided they weren't going to do anything. Yeah, Walter Frederick, exactly. The chrome swivels bind up and you also get floppy. That's why everybody tapes them up. You know, the electrical tapes, chrome swivels. Not lagging on my end. You're always lagging. Yeah, I feel like it today really bad, but I've had a rough week. I'm up and down this week, man. I've been up and freaking down. All over the place. I just ate a banana before I got on here. Truck mechanic, what's going on? I couldn't find out how to service mountain wrenches. Exactly. Dan Robinson, Joshua Brandenburg, Joey Morrison, occupant. Boom. Then occupant slips in here. Oh, man. Just need a cold snack. I definitely need one tonight. Been just a tough day. Tougher than a $2 steak today. In fact, I just walked in the door, guys. No joke. I threw this thing up. And I'm going to be a little bit lazy tonight because I am just whipped. No shots tonight. We're just doing cold snacks. The Pabst cold snack tonight. We've got the newest. You know, this is the White Claw for men. Right here. I found this thing, and I am definitely not disappointed. This is a Pabst Blue Ribbon Seltzer, 8%er. This is a cold snack for men. This is a seltzer for men right here. I want some root beer. Drinking PBR. That's right, Turbo Ty. Not just any PBR. The PBR seltzer. This stuff is amazing. Absolutely amazing. 230 calories too. But you can't beat Pabst. That's what I'm saying. It's got the Pabst. It's got Pabst written all over. We're even using the old Mac Tools Vice Grip koozie in honor of old Vice Grip Garage. And Derek hit over 300,000 subscribers, and we're giving him a little, Vice Grip Garage cheer on. And all you fathers out there, or all you ones that have lost your fathers, this weekend, my hat's off to you. It's one of those deals. Oh, it's just, needs a little bit of Ariel Picario. let's get it on here into the. I gotta get a link sent out here pretty quick. I am beat down, shucked and jive. Oh man. Let's see if we can get a link up here. Can I get a link? Catch up with the chat here in a second. Let's see what we can do here. Thought I had this figured out before. StreamYard. $35 people in the chat. Sausage link. That's right. That is right, buddy. You got her, Dave. My sausage link. Invite a guest. Copy to clipboard. We got her copied. So we're ready. We'll be ready here in a few minutes, and we'll get James in for Midwest Tool Review, and we'll slip it over to. We'll get him on here. Let's get the chat pulled up. I just need to get everybody in here and settle down. Oh, you guys are riled up. Get all riled up. Need to get you guys in here and settle down. Let's see here. Let's get this done. Seeing a lot of people. In here. Oh wow. All right. Let's see what we got here. Dwayne V. Let's go back to where I left off. Occupant Charles Abbott's in the house. Good old Paps. It's been years since. Princess Jamie propping in to say hi. I'm over battling Icon versus Snap-on on I don't know who that is. Never heard of that name. Hit that like button. Have a cold one for me. Haven't had one since July 4th, 1987. Charles Abbott, that's a good man. Somebody see Barrett? Was Bearded CB in here? Fearless Ferris Fire. How's it going, man? I haven't been going long. Only about 15 minutes. Wayne, I saw the video. That's horrible. Wait a second. What happened here? Wayne, I saw the video of feedback about his Snap-on guy. Haven't had a chance. What happened? What did I miss here? Oh, Flat Rate Master Snap-on guy lasted a few days. That's not uncommon. You guys might think it's uncommon, and he cried about it, but that's not uncommon. Be sure to check out Tech May's first YouTube. Yeah, definitely. I saw the video too, Wayne. Sorry to hear about that. Oh, man. Yeah, guys. Fired up tonight. 45 people in here. Man, you guys are... Vladimir, what's up, brother? Low oil pressure. What the heck's going on here now? How do you abandon a franchise that quickly? Maybe it's... Yeah, there's two things that happen, Wayne. When you open up a tool truck, you have an option in like the first 6 to 12 weeks to bail back out. No It's a back out clause that's put into every contract when he starts as a tool dealer. Second of all, if he's an employee of the company, that's even easier. It's none of his tools; he can just jump right out of it. So it doesn't cost somebody a bunch of stuff. Larry Bergstrom, $12. I like it. $12, Larry. I appreciate it, buddy. I didn't send it yet, James. I was working on it. There you go. Now it's sent. We can get you in here now. Everybody gets so excited. Bingo Winchester! By God, I ain't seen Bingo in a New York minute. Bingo Winchester. Doug Days. Nice to see you. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, go check Tech May out. Tech May, we're gonna have you on next Friday. You cool with that? I'd like to have you on next Friday if you could. Oh man, I am whipped. I'm already feeling it. Dwayne V said I'm over it. Yeah, I don't really care about that stuff. That's pretty foolish. Cool, Turbo Tie. Yeah, Tech May is a new technician in the Chicago area. She is pretty awesome. Great person. I like the enthusiasm she has for the industry. Definitely want to show her love and help her out. That $12 might get you a 30 rack of those at PBRs. No, these PBRs aren't cheap, actually. These are $2 PBRs. These are hard seltzers. These are a little bit different. Little bit different. 52 people in the chat. Fearless, letting you know. Fearless, you letting people in the chat tonight? I'm having Midwest Tool. Oh, there he is. He's here. Hold on a second. I got to get my earphones in. We'll get him in the back. There he is. James, what's going on? Let me get some headphones in here for a second. What's going on? I got to get some headphones in here for a second. Somewhere I got a pair that works. Somewhere I got a pair that works. See if I can get these suckers in here and they work. Oh, see if I can get these suckers in here and they work. We got some feedback. See if I can get these suckers in here and they work. We got some feedback. See if I can get these suckers in here and they work. We got some feedback. See if I can get these suckers in here and they work. Lots of feedback. Nope, can't hear you. You'll probably have to use headphones. Oh, yeah. Yep. Got you now. Yep. No feedback.
Hang on 1 second,
awesome.
CP. Hang on 1 second, brother.
Yep. Not a problem. I understand. I'm the king of technical difficulties. So I feel you.
There you go. Can you hear it now?
Yeah. Hello? Yep. I still got feedback. Still got lots of feedback there.
What's going on, CP?
No, I still got feedback, James.
How's it sounding on your end?
Sounds on your end. Still got feedback. I'm getting 3 times. Every time I say something, 3 times. Yeah. Every time I say something, 3 times. Turbo Ty says I thought the beers were hitting me hard real quick. That's a lot of CP at once.
That's a lot. Hang on, let me try something else. That's a lot. Hang on, let me try something else. Yeah, I'm trying to see here. Still, it sounds like we still have some feedback.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. It sounds like
Yeah,
we
still got feedback. I'm trying to see. You got any headphones?
Yeah, let me try that.
You got any headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me try that.
You got any headphones?
Yeah. Yeah, let me try that.
You got any headphones?
Yeah. Yeah, let me try that.
You got any headphones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab another pair of these ones. I'm gonna go grab another pair of these ones. $1 holler for every person. Thank you, Tarek. Sorry I missed you, buddy. I didn't see that. Mike's Garage. Tarek come in with $1 holler for every person. Let me go grab some headphones. All right. Had to get the good pair. Had to get the Friday night special. Thought I threw those other ones away. They only got one. Let's see how that works now.
Yeah, I can still hear some feedback in there.
You can?
Yeah, it's interesting because you sound pretty clear, but I can hear my own feedback on my end.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Well, we'll go on with it. Maybe it'll clear up. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. If you have your phone on live feed next to the computer, yeah. Yeah, if you have your phone on.
No, my
live,
phone's off.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, we're going to get through this. The reverb's on high. No power here for me, Dwayne V says. What's going to happen to the go to channel option when tapping the name in the chat? Oh, that's been gone for a while, Jim C. They got rid of that. Deep State. I don't know what's going on with that. I think CP's audio is playing through Midwest speakers. That's not happening. That would be impossible. Diabolical, what's going on, man? You're going to have to put headphones. Yeah, we got that. Once again, Tarek, I appreciate the $52 chat. That was awesome. Here's Turbo Tie. All right, we're going to move on here. I think we got Tony, Kyle Lee. I want to just give a shout out to all the people that came in here. Mike's Garage, Tech May. Tech May, you'll have to, we'll get you set up next Friday. Want to get you to email me, and then we're going to get you emailed in, and then I'll send you a link, and all you got to do is click on it, and then we'll just do like we did right now. I'll just run you like this, and we'll get it figured out. You don't need headphones if you don't have a microphone. It's a lot easier. Are you using a microphone, James, at all?
Yeah, I'm using my headphones with the mic on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But before you weren't, you were just using your computer?
Yeah, just using open speakers before.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Usually it's not that bad. Let's see here. I'm living in Florida. Let's see what we got going on here. Shout out to everyone watching here for the love of the Philippines. All right, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate awesome. You coming from the Philippines. That's a long ways away, man. It's a tool things. What's doing? Not much, buddy. Peter Akbar, what's up, man? CP and James, I like your tool ruse. Well, that's good. Yeah. That's what we're here for, is creating content, right? Bringing entertainment to the people. So James, I discovered James's channel. Well, I don't know. It's been a while, probably just about when I started doing this. And I discovered James's channel, and James has a very, very good taste for tools and deals. A better taste for deals, right, James?
Yeah, I agree.
You have a better taste for getting good deals. So, and I would say that I don't see very many people on YouTube that probably pull quite as many good deals as you do. I mean, you'll come up with old Proto Challenger sockets and, you know, old
Right.
Snap-on stuff.
Right.
I mean, you've got a collection of stuff that you've just put together with, I mean, an astronomical amount of great tools. So,
Yeah, can you hear
and
me
now
now?
you've got, yeah, I can hear you great, man.
Perfect.
I
I
can hear you
figured it
perfect.
out. I figured it out on my
Okay.
end.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess you know, whatever you guys got for questions for James, that'd be great. James, if you got questions for me, you can. James, it looks like you're having the same problem I had in my garage. It's a little bit warm, huh?
It's warm, man. Indiana, we're sitting at like 90 degrees right now, and it's 9:30 at night.
90% humidity and 90 degrees. That's where
You're
we're
right.
at too.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Yeah.
in the house. I said I'm not sitting in the garage tonight.
Yeah,
No way.
you know, man. Like I was telling you, dude. Looking at a lot of the videos, I've been following. The guys that started doing the tool reviews for 2-3 years or more, and you start out as a DIY, you start out small, and then you start to grow, and then you watch more people, so you get a better understanding of what you should be buying as far as quality and reliability, warranty, and then I think my channel is kind of like a testament of that, where you can kind of see the evolution of how I've grown and how my collection really has grown. Not necessarily me per se, but the collection in itself.
Right.
So.
I definitely agree with that. You used to have a what was it, Husky toolbox, didn't you?
I did.
That thing was just jam packed.
Yeah, I had the 60 by 24 Husky. Yeah.
That thing was just loaded.
Yeah,
and you had collected those tools for how long?
Man, that was probably a good 2 years worth of collecting. And
holy smokes.
Yeah.
But it was all pawn shops and garage sales and Craigslist and
it was, man. I used to hit up estate sales a lot, and with the estate sales,
wow.
You get more craftsmen. You don't necessarily get a lot of the high end stuff, but I realized that Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace was like the thing for me, and pawn shops occasionally, and that allowed me to get to a higher caliber tool, if you want, if you will.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And I definitely saw your evolution. I think for the most part. I mean, you had a very, very unique taste for a lot of different varieties of tools.
Yeah.
And you definitely, if as far as coming from mostly American made to probably even just good Taiwan made tools, even.
Yeah.
You started to see the difference in the quality of. I noticed you would definitely picking up that you could see where the differences between cheap China and stuff like that. And, it was pretty cool to watch you be able to do that and really latch onto it. So it proves that, DIY guys have a shot. I mean, I don't know if this is an okay question, but what do you think that you have invested in buying? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I mean, you can ballpark it.
Yeah, I would say right now with the box and the tools, I would say I've got about 15 to 1,800 investment right now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's my pure investment. Well, you look at the Husky box, man. When I got that box, I paid $648 out the door. I probably had about $800-900 worth of investment in tools in there, and I sold the box for $4,000.
Unbelievable.
With everything inside of it. Yeah. So with this Matco cart, that one I bought that from my Matco guy, which is a good friend of mine. And so that was my biggest investment, and then all of the other Snap-on stuff is stuff that I just kind of picked up over. There's a lot of guys in my area in Indiana that buy like me, and they buy them, and then they sell them and trade them. And, I just get this stuff, man. And, it starts growing from there. I can't shake it.
Yeah, no, dude. It's an addiction. I mean, that's what, I mean, I started buying tools back in 2099-ish. Oh, shit. It wasn't even that. I started buying tools in 97. Right. I graduated from high school. I mean, I started really getting serious about buying tools in 97 when I graduated high school. But I was buying tools here and there throughout my high school days. And, as a kid, my first tool set, honestly, I thought it was a Great Neck set I had. But then I remembered my brother was like, dude, don't you remember the Buffalo tool set that you got for your birthday? And you literally got and my brother spilled it and lost almost everything.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, he lost. We were out in the hayfield working on a tractor, and he dumped it,
Yeah.
and we couldn't. It was dark at night, and it was just a pain, and I was
man.
mad at him, and I told him, but I mean, it is what it is. But then I bought this Great Neck set to replace, which I've had forever, and it was in a
Right.
pouch and this and that. But yeah, I was furious about it. But I always, and it brought me to buying good tools, and I don't know if you'll agree with this or not, but
Mhm.
what brought me buying good tools was that every time I worked on something, I
Yeah.
was tired of junk.
Right.
I was
Right.
tired of a ratchet that skipped. I was
Right.
tired of a socket that cracked.
Right.
I was tired of all that stuff,
You
I
know
mean, it's
what?
just-
And for me, man,
But-
it was I started out. I had the old Craftsman helicopter box, with the bottom and the top shelf, or
Oh,
box,
yeah.
bottom and top box. And 2000, I think 2009 hit, and the industry just kind of fell out, man. And I sold all that stuff. I'm not a stranger to buying and selling. I'm not, right? I'm not a stranger
Right.
to life. So life dealt me some
Right.
cards that I had to react on with the family. So I sold
Right.
everything, and I had just Craftsman stuff like back then. And I said to myself, I says, the next time I buy a box, I'm going to buy better. So when I got the
Right.
Husky, that was like my take on buying better, getting better quality, buying more. Then you get to that point, some life did you some more cards, and you just have to adapt. And I said, okay, off with that, take care of some responsibilities. So I got rid of it. And the only reason why I ended up buying what I got right now is because I bought my F-150, and I was like, you know what, I got to do brakes on it. I had no ratchets
yeah.
and no sockets, man. so that's where I'm at right now. And I said, okay, this time I'm just going to do it right. And YouTube came around about the same time as well, started picking up for me. And so I said, okay, I'm going to commit myself to this lifestyle. So
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate your channel. I definitely have appreciated It's interesting to see you find some of these old tools, because I mean, I'm not a real tool collector, but
Mhm.
some of the old tools that you buy really, like, they bring back memories.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people could relate to that. And I think that's what really connects people with your channel,
Right.
is that when they see those old tools,
Yep.
they're like, oh, my grandpa. If you look at your comments, how many
Yeah.
times your comments are like, oh,
Yeah.
my grandpa had those, or my dad had those, or,
Yeah.
that's the nostalgic part of it.
One of the ratchets that I did here was this old Walden, and this thing is probably from look at the selector knob on there.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing is probably like a 20 tooth or something like that, or 18. I never even counted it. But this thing, I picked it up in Florida, and it was a complete rust bucket. And I said, okay, let me see if I can restore it. Man, believe it or not, I actually use this occasionally.
That's awesome, man.
So-
I mean, I could get behind that. I mean, it's like, I whip out something that I haven't used for a while, and it's just like, I just want to use this now. I haven't used it for a while. And
Yeah.
obviously, you got a lot of ratchets, so I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And you gotta try stuff out, man. Just feel
Yeah.
what it's like to feel the difference of how the tools have changed now
Yeah.
versus how they were back then.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference of how an old tool feels.
Yep.
It feels a lot bigger and clunkier and heavier now than now, but it's amazing how more refined the tools have gotten now, right?
Yeah, it is, right?
you-
You can feel it in the steel. I mean, just some of the quality of the steel is just different,
Right.
And it was like, I'm not saying that they didn't necessarily over engineer anything back then, but they just made things stronger and last longer because people didn't have money like that. We break a
No.
ratchet today, we go out and we get a new ratchet. Back then, you
Right.
break a ratchet, and that's like, that affects dinner on the table. That affects, other things that you have to do. So things, it
Absolutely.
wasn't tools back then weren't considered consumables, whereas today one may consider a tool to be a consumable.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, man. That's why I had you on here, because I really want to hear more about your perspective on things and really dig deep into, what you do. And some of these guys that are on my channel, I can't relate like you probably can, because of, just being in situations where you go to a pawn shop or not dealing with a tool truck. I go out and I don't even actually have to get on a tool truck anymore. Because like your buddy, he's a Matco guy, so you can call him and do the same thing. You can relate to it in that aspect. But if you want to find a Mac or a Snap-on or whatnot like that, I'm fortunate. Obviously, I have 4 tool trucks here,
Right.
I don't think there's not many people on YouTube that have but like I've said before, here in Des Moines, Iowa,
Mhm.
we are huge tool buyers. I mean,
Right.
huge. Some of the biggest in the world or in the nation. There's a lot of tools being bought here. A lot of guys that spend money on tools.
Right.
Agricultural, automotive. Our economy here is so much different than everybody else's. We
Right.
just don't have, the downfalls and stuff like that. So guys like their tools here.
Right. I like
So
that, man.
Yeah.
I like
There's a
that.
lot of old stuff around here. You would have a heyday. I get on Craigslist all the time and Facebook Marketplace and try to I go, man, what can I do to get something? I found a toolbox. Your old Mac toolbox? I was looking and I got on Facebook Marketplace. I was so angry. $200. The whole set.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You bought it,
the
man.
whole set.
You
Yeah.
bought
I
it.
tried to. I missed it. But
Yeah.
the whole, when you redid that toolbox, and I'm surprised you didn't keep it.
I know.
But those
I know.
handles on that toolbox,
Yep.
aren't they just the most amazing thing in the world?
They
on
are.
those Macs.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny too. This construction of the box, like there were some dents on that box that just based upon how they built it, I couldn't pull the dents out. I would have had to have either use body filler, or I would have had to do they do the little wells and then they pull it out with the body puller. I would have had to do something like that because there was no way to actually get to it and pound out those dents. I mean, it was that Mac box was just built so nice. It was so well built. It was as heavy as my Matco box.
Right.
So
And the sad part is Matco. So Matco Tools used to make the boxes for Mac, and I believe it was 1978 when Matco and Mac split up. But Matco had some toolboxes that were very similar to the Mac boxes because obviously they made the same design. And it was weird how quickly Mac got into making toolboxes again, because it didn't take no time at all. And Mac was back on it. And I'll tell you, a lot of people, I haven't really touched on this subject, but a lot of people don't understand that the Maximizer is probably one of the longest running toolboxes that's out there now. That, the Master Series Snap-on has had a lot of evolutions of changes.
right.
But the Maximizer Mac toolbox is probably one of the most untouched toolboxes of all the tool industries. As far as its design, it's the actual shell of it has been around and been the same for years.
Right.
Years. They've been using the same one. The Master Series is gone. They've had some issues and they had to redo some stuff here and there for the Snap-on boxes. But the Maximizer is a legit. It's been around a day or two. But
right.
So Mac was no stranger, and obviously Matco came from building Mac toolboxes. So you can understand why Mac and Matco's toolboxes are just built so well.
Right. Right.
I always compare. I always told people, when they were going to buy a toolbox, you really want to think about who's got and Snap-on's really good in the game. Don't get me wrong. I know the guys love their Snap-on boxes and Epic boxes and whatnot.
Right.
I just always been a fan of the construction and heavy dutiness of a Maximizer and a Matco box.
Right.
What?
I played around with a couple. That's where I'm at right now, man. It's something I've been trying to figure out too, because the Matco card is nice and everything like that, but I do honestly feel like I'm going to outgrow it. I mean, not like intentionally trying to outgrow it per se, but and then what's next, right? So now I'm trying to figure out, is it going to be a Mac or is it going to be a Snap-on, or what is it going to be? So for a DIYer, that's a big decision, because that's some serious money I'm about to put out there.
Well, with your buddy being a Matco dealer, though, that should be a pretty easy deal to get one of his trade-ins. Get one of his trade-ins or buy something new. Matco gets some pretty cool deals with. Matco's got deals where they do free hutches or free tops, and they get a free third drawer top and whatnot. And a 4S box is not a bad box. It's a great box,
right?
To save yourself some money. It really is, especially for a guy that's a DIYer.
Yeah,
you would never outgrow that box. You would definitely have a nice box for a long time.
The Revel X. You see the Revel X, buddy of mine, he wanted to talk me into getting that Revel X because he had it on his truck for a while and he couldn't move it. And he's like, man, you should take that Rebel X, and I'll cut you a deal. And I'm like, man, after everything was said and done, I think it would have been, I want to say around $7,000 for me after all the trade-ins and all of that. And I think it started out, yeah, it was expensive.
I'm not a fan of the Rebel X. I do think that's where Matco drops off for me.
Oh, really?
I like the 6S. If I was going to buy a Matco box, it would be the 6S. So I actually went through the drawer configurator and looked at a 6S, did a lot of stuff. I don't like it. The drawers, first of all, my number one biggest problem with the Matco boxes is that their drawers are not wide enough. On their big drawers.
Okay.
The drawers are not wide enough for me. Snap-ons are 60s. Macs are even bigger. So with all of my sockets, which I have, and just an astronaut. I mean, I have 4 sets of sockets. So, but you consider all my swivels and 1/4 inch and 3/4 and all that stuff. I mean, I have enough to be, this and that. But the Rebel X has a lot of wasted space in it, in my opinion.
Okay.
And and here's the other thing is about the Rebel X, and the Matco guys will probably disagree with me, but all they did was slap corner guards on a 6S box.
Okay, good to know. That's the kind of insight CP I'm looking for, man. Because I wouldn't know that. For a DIY guy, we may not necessarily know that.
Yeah, I really tore it down and I really looked into it deeper, and I thought, man, because I like the Rebel X's too.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Once I started looking into it. The 6S has a lot better drawer layout that you can get for it. You can get 3 drawers. I don't even think you can get 3 drawers with the Rebel X.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think you can get three drawers they're in the center of the box and they're narrow.
Okay.
And not only that, I found out that one other thing that's disappointing about Matco is that they use the same drawers for all their toolboxes. They just changed the drawer design.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
So where their layout, wherever their drawers are.
Yeah.
So like Mac has a 76-inch drawer. Snap-on has a 60 and a 50 drawer. Matco's drawers are pretty much 58 inches wide, I believe, 58 or 59 inches on their widest drawer.
Okay.
So that's all you can get. There's nothing narrower, nothing bigger.
Okay.
Then all their other drawers, so that way they can switch them around all the boxes. Yeah. So you basically you're picking a shell, and then you pick your drawers that you want to put in your shell, which is great. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dogging on it because the box is still a great box. But if you start tearing it down and actually look at drawer sizes, look at how they're laid out, look at everything that's going on with a Matco box, they're using the same drawers in every toolbox.
Okay, keeping costs down.
Exactly, which is smart. Yeah. Which is smart.
It's smart,
But yeah, the Iron Range Autotex Matco 6S, baby. Yeah, he's got a Matco 6S. Okay. It's a great toolbox. The Matco 6S is really their flagship, their best toolbox. In my opinion, the Matco 6S is the same as a Maximizer. That Matco 6S has been around for a long time, and it is a solid box. In my opinion, they did have D10 issues back in the day, but it's just that's where I'm at. I've seen a lot of toolboxes and whatnot, so I definitely know what to look for right away.
Right.
And I just know that the Rebel X they took what's the other one they got? The Rebel and the Rebel X?
Yeah, yep.
So we got 2 different style of boxes, and the Rebel X is just drawers, like a laptop drawer and all that.
I saw that.
Go that route. They're nice boxes. Don't get me wrong, like Flat Rate Masters box is awesome. Yeah. That's right. And the deal that they gave, that I'm sure he bought those Matco deals, that Matco box, when they were giving away free top boxes or hutches, whatnot, because that's what they do. So that's a great time to pick up a toolbox when they have those specials on for that. Okay. Because Matco does that a lot. Cornwell does it too. With their canopies, you can buy a toolbox, you get a free canopy.
Okay.
Mac, I have not seen Mac do that very much.
But Mac
But
Mac has great deals on tools and yeah.
Exactly.
I'm learning that. Yeah.
You gotta. It's all. That's why I'm a fan of all the tool trucks, because it's all about shopping around to get the, you know what I mean. Like it's about. And I'll tell you who's really coming into the game strong. People don't understand it, but that's Cornwell's coming in hard.
Okay.
So where there's a lot of tools, they're chasing Mac. they're putting the hammer down. And there's not a lot of Cornwell guys. There's not a lot of Cornwell dealers, but I do like the company. It's got a good family background feel, whatnot.
Yeah.
Cornwell. I like to see the underdog. I'm kind of the underdog dog guy. You know what I mean? Like
Same here.
I'm rooting for the underdog, but and I don't, and I hate the dog. I'm not dogging on Matco at all. Trust me. I've got Matco stuff. I love buying Matco tools for the fact that Matco is smart enough to do rebranded stuff, but give you a better warranty, and they make the product more attractive. But they used to have better deals, and they've gotten away from that. Like your little Easy Red trays I see there hanging up in the back there.
Yeah.
Cornwell's selling the square version of those Matco ones now for $25, and what's the Matco selling for like $35?
$35. Yeah, that's what I paid. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So there's only a $10 difference, but that's when you start basing on it $10 on every $35. You see how the cost really increases there. So you got to watch Matco. No, I do like them. I got the Matco. You don't like them?
I don't like them. You know why? I wish I could reach. Let me see if I can reach one. Let me hang on one second. Let me see if I can grab one. I'll tell you why, if you can still hear me here. I'll tell you why I don't like them. And the reason is when you break them apart, that's the magnets you have.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could break them apart.
So you take them out, right? So I'm an engineer, so I want to see how something is made. And so when you put something that's metallic, obviously, on there, see if I can do a little science experiment here. If this is a metallic pen, you have to hit it in alignment with one of these dots. So if you put it off in an area that is not, you have to hope that it will move to one of those areas. And so it's got to shift over. So it would have been smarter had the tire plate had one of these in there, so that way it's fully magnetic. So it looks cool, but to me, it's just not practical, I guess, in a way. I'm not, for me, it's cool that it's got the cool color on it, but my metallic one, whatever I left it at, the regular pan or dish one, is better than this. I mean, it really is, in my opinion.
Wow. Dude, I had no idea about that. I didn't even know you could tear them apart like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that you can break it apart because you can clean it. It's easier to clean that way, but it's just that the magnet's position is silly.
I gotta go check out my Cornwell ones now. Now I'm interested. I mean, dude, I trust me. That's why I always say engineers. Yeah. People dog on engineers sometimes and say, it was an engineer that made it. You know what I mean? You've heard all the stuff. But I have buddies that are engineers, and I love picking their brain about stuff. And I'm kind of that type of guy where I like to really, rip stuff apart too.
Yeah.
So I became a mechanic.
Exactly. But, yeah. I saw
Backwoods Mechanics in here.
I saw AgTech. He said he threw a joke up there. He's like, "Hey man," or "Hey, Icon is coming on strong too."
Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, I see that. AgTech 45s.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like, somebody, who was it? It was Redemption Garage. He did good, man. I watch everybody, and I was glad that he talked about the fact that even though Harbor Freight's trying to bring down the cost of the Icon tools, maybe the boxes, I don't know about the sockets and all of that, but they're trying to reduce the cost of the Icon box. But still, like he said, it doesn't make any sense to buy an Icon box when in my area I can find Snap-on boxes all day long. Like literally, I could go out and find a KRL for like $2,500. I mean, like, it's amazing. I just haven't want to spend the money like that yet, but they're everywhere. So why would I ever buy an Icon box if I can buy a Snap-on box that's better quality, that's going to last much longer for lower? And at that time, I could even buy it lower than what I could buy for an Icon, what I would pay for an Icon. So I don't know. Those are the kind of things from a DIY perspective, man. That's why we watch. I mean, personally, that's why we watch channels like yours and others, because, man, we're trying to, in my mind, I'm trying to get people to realize that before you go out and spend, $20 on a ratchet, 10 times. Why don't you just buy Snap-on once for 60 and you're good?
Yeah, the cry once buy once thing is not just a gimmicky thing. There is, and there is a lot of tools that are overpriced and really expensive. Obviously, if the thing about it, really, when I complain about Matco's prices being overpriced is when they're higher than Snap-on. It's like I'm like, at least I can justify by saying Snap-on built this in house.
Right.
Snap-on did this.
Right.
Blah blah blah, and you guys are marking up. And I actually, and the sad part about it is, I'll be honest with you, I was a huge Mac and Matco fan when I started buying tools because I hated my Snap-on guy. And my Matco guy, Russ, my first Matco guy, the guy that he stole my tool heart. He was such a great guy. He really was.
Right.
And I definitely have a warm spot in my heart for people who are good people. I definitely want, so Russ was a good guy, and he had to get out of it because his wife got cancer. And he was such a good guy. His wife told him, no, don't do it. He loves selling tools. It was like, he said it was like his dream job. He wasn't really that great at selling tools.
Right.
He was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
You just couldn't hardly not buy anything off him.
Right.
And he kept his truck really nice, and he always come in and he'd be like, hey, I got some deals this week, But Matco used to just kill it. I mean, they would kill it. They had the old funky handles that everybody were like, oh, they look really cheap.
Yeah.
Matco had a huge problem for a long time getting their handles that were. But man, Russ was such a dang nice guy. I would buy Matco like crazy. Yeah, I loved buying Matco, and not only that, the deals on them were great. And that's what I thought Matco really started out as. They really started out as a company that was kind of like what Mac's doing now. They were there for the mechanic, and somehow they make BOGO deals. Matco, believe it or not, was a lot like what Mac's doing right now. In the late 90s, early 2000s. That's what. And Matco would have only been, so they split in 78. So they would have only been 20 years old then? They weren't even that old of a company then, because now they're 45 years old? Or 40 years old. So 40, they're 40.
40
no, the same age as me. I was born in 78. Come on, Sleepy. Bad math.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the other thing is go ahead.
But you're right, man. You're right. And for me, when I think about Matco, even though I got a lot of Matco stuff, or I wouldn't say a lot, but I have Matco stuff. I say to myself, like you, I say, okay, Snap-on makes the tool, so I can justify the cost because it's theirs, right? But Matco, I can't justify paying more for a Matco tool than a Snap-on tool, especially when all they're doing is taking it and putting their name on it. For me, I would think that, and maybe I'm wrong at this, but as a DIY perspective, I would think Matco would do better by almost like repping brands that are helping bring more attention to some other brands like Knipex. Why in the hell would you ever, Matco, why would you ever do a contract with Knipex and then have Matco on there, but everyone knows it's a Knipex plier? I mean, the only benefit you're getting, the only benefit really it is that warranty. So so what are you truly selling? Because you're not selling, it's not your quality, it's not your workmanship that it is that manufacturer's quality and workmanship. So what value add do you bring? So you have to have a killer warranty program or better deals or something like that in order to make it make sense. Otherwise, let's go to Knipex and buy the pliers.
So I've actually heard that Knipex doesn't warranty pliers for wear, only breakage.
See, that would be the thing then. That's what
Matco and Mac do. They warranty them for wear. Where I heard that Knipex does not warranty for wear. So, and the other thing is they are extremely hard to warranty if you don't have an authorized dealer for Knipex. Okay. So, I mean, I have only tried to warranty one pair, and I can tell you that I tried to warranty my Mac pair, and the guy scrubbed off the name and got it to where it was the Mac. He could read the Mac on it, and he was like, "No, I'm not warranting this. It says Mac on it." And I was like, "Damn it!" Because I bought a 3-piece set right when they came out. Not what are they called? Not the alligators, but the cobras.
The
I
cobras.
bought the 3-piece cobra set. Yeah.
Yep.
I bought the 3-piece cobra set when they came out, and they came out back in early 2000s. And I was definitely, I was one of the first guys to ever have Knipex around that time, I believe.
Okay.
and they were literally like I couldn't stop using them, and I didn't even know nothing about tools. I just thought these were great pliers. I mean, because I was really a dummy. I mean, I really was. I was just a young kid mechanic, and I would just buy. I had bought in tool shop tools, and I had bought in Kmart special tools, and I was just sick of it. And then I decided when I went to school, people kept talking about Snap-on. I was like, oh, Snap-on sucks, and whatever. My Snap-on guy's terrible. I'll never buy anything Snap-on. But I bought. So the Mac guy had those Nipexes, and I was like, holy smokes.
Right.
I'm not even almost going to say that the first two tools that I bought from a tool truck were the Nipex Cobra pliers, 3-piece Cobra pliers from Mac, and an AW434 Mac Impact, the Thunder Gun, which is synonymous in the industry. It's loud. It sounds like a Top Fuel dragster. It's just ridiculous. So
you still got one?
Yeah, I still have that gun. I won't get rid of it. It's my first real Impact, and it's noisy, and the neighbors hate it, and everything else.
Right.
So,
I saw a
let's get some.
Was it
Yeah,
AgTech? Yeah, he was saying something about there being great deals on Mac. I think Mac. That's one thing I've learned. I got a Mac guy now. For DIY, man, trying to, like you said earlier, trying to get a tool truck to support you or whatever, and is kind of hard, But I've got a Matco guy. I've got a Mac dealer now. So that's pretty cool. And but Mac, man, they have some really, really good deals on their tools. And I think you said at one time, CP, and I never thought about it this way, but I believe it was you that said some of the best way to find tool deals sometimes is, if you're going to buy off a truck, is to look when they have the BOGO, or look for the BOGO deals when you get like the 1/4-inch size, or let's say, for instance, you get like a socket set and a free ratchet, or vice versa, or something to that effect. And for a while their Snap-on was killing it with deals like that.
It really is a good way to, if you need something. So like I just bought the Mac. I want the high amp clamp, because obviously I'm trying to get my diagnostic game, but I don't need the meter and stuff like that. So I actually talked a guy into buying the meter off me and the components, and all I want is the high amp clamp, because it's $250 for the clamp by itself.
Oh,
so
wow.
I call them. So what I call them is I call them best buddy BOGOs. When I go to sell them, I'm like, you buy it and you find a friend that wants the other half of it, and then you sell that to him. But it's really kind of fun. It's kind of fun because now you guys all save and you get a great deal.
Right.
So yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Harbor Freight magnet trays all fall off the magnet. You have to glue them back on.
Yeah, you're right.
Terrible.
Yeah, Jax, you're right, man. They do. One time I grabbed my Harbor Freight tray, and it was on the side of my toolbox, and I pulled it off. The magnet was still stuck on the box, but the tray was somewhere else. I was like, yeah, that's the last time I buy that crap. What's going on, Tool Guy Ty?
Yeah, Tool Guy Ty. What? He's out of the cage.
Yeah,
he's got the Rugrats put down.
Yeah, they're sleeping.
Man, we got 74 people in the chat. People are on this one. We got to start answering a few questions.
Yeah,
here, get a few people. We've got a lot of great people in the chat tonight. Yep. A lot of people. Greasy Shop Rags here. You ever met this guy, Scott Seidel? You ever checked out his channel?
Yeah, no.
Scott has done a bunch of custom mods to his icon or his U.S. General toolbox. I mean, made a hutch.
Oh,
you have to check out his channel. He is, and then Turnings by Turner.
Yep, I watched that.
Yeah, he does some amazing stuff with turning stuff.
Yeah.
We got Patch of Heaven Farm. If you're not into tractors, I love tractors. I like the old farm alls. He's in
it's funny enough. I do. I do actually. I watched Mike Swindell put out some videos, man, and he actually lives not too far from me. And
really?
He invited me to come out to his place and check it out. And
you should. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Amazing
big John Deere's. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else? I watch Cotton Top. You ever heard of his channel? Yeah, I think he's out of North Carolina, somewhere down there, and I don't know if he's a farmer or if he does like foresting, but I think that's what he's working on right now. But yeah, I kind of get into all of it, man. I like it.
Food business. Bumble, he's a guy. I love Bumble Bloomfield. Always bringing that. I can't believe Bingo Winchester's in here. I haven't seen that guy forever.
That's a new name for me.
Bingo's he's a tough cat, man. He's hard on you.
Oh, is
He's
he?
hard on you, but he's fair. He's fair, but he's hard.
I
Jake
like
the
it.
Ag Mechanic. I have not seen Jake the Ag Mechanic forever.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. So Diamond D's, he clarified. Yeah. So Cotton Top is a logger. Yeah. Yeah. That's I've been getting into his stuff here lately. I like all that stuff, man. For me, it's you know, what better way to learn, man, than to watch and kind of follow people that do it on the daily. And you know, I'm never afraid to get into a project. So I wish I had more friends around here that were like me and mechanic minded.
Right.
Mechanically minded, I guess.
Yeah. See here, right here. I'm glad you're excited. You seem pretty pumped up tonight. That's pretty awesome. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit more pumped up after getting on the chat. I was really like beat down. I mean, I literally got done working, went to the grocery store, I needed to grab some food, you know, settle myself down so I didn't have to eat afterwards. And I was just like, you know, I got to get on this live stream. Tool Guy Ty, there's my boy, man. That guy's awesome, man.
I like him
a lot.
I do. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Like you said before, man, you're right. You got some great subscribers, man. And I think too, you know, just being a part of that and, you know, supporting your channel, I've kind of got some of those same subscribers that have come over to my channel as well, man.
Absolutely.
It's good, man. We do this stuff. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, so the stuff that I have is, you know, it's a true investment for me because I may not necessarily see any type of return on it immediately. You know, I may do one project that I'll use something, whereas you guys are using these tools on a daily. So
you know, but the thing is, though, is you have something to bring to the table. This is what I wanted to really touch on, you know, with having you on here is that, you know, DIY guys get pushed out by mechanics, and it really sets people apart. You know, and people get this impression that, you know, like I'm a dickhead, and you know, I'm just a huge Snap-on guy or this and that, and it's not even like that. When I say something on a video, I'm just speaking to that term at that time. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm not against that tool. I mean, I'm not telling anybody to go out and buy anything. I'm here to show you stuff, entertainment value, and just let you know what I think, and that's all there is to it. At the end of the day, you spend your money how you want to spend it. But from a DIY perspective, you're a guy that you got into this deal, and you started looking, and you can tell the difference, and you just appreciate the quality and this and that. And you're not spending money on the tool truck every day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not, you know, you like buying. I mean, I'm sure you probably would. You know, I mean, we all would. I mean, if I had more money to spend on a tool truck, I would. But the thing about it is, there's still something to be said about finding great deals. Yeah. Even if, you know, I mean, there's you know, I know rich guys, super, super rich guys, they go out and pick up cans on the weekend. Yeah. And people would say that they think that's beneath them, but that's not. You know, I mean, that's right there. That's being smart. That's, you know, smart, going up. You're getting $20 for doing nothing but more than walking around. You're getting exercise, you know, doing all that. And that's what I've heard my buddy said this to me. This guy's no joke. He's a millionaire. You know, I don't need to say who he is, but he goes around and he does things on the weekend that make him just a little bit of money. And he says, because it's my free time and I don't have to think about my business. Right. This is what I enjoy doing. It frees my mind.
Yep. So, I do the same thing, man. I do, you know, like right now for work, I've been an aerospace engineer for a long time. And then here recently, I started running, I moved to a new company. So now I'm over their aerospace business. So I'm not necessarily doing engineering anymore. So for me, man, I'm not a big sports guy. I'll watch a football game occasionally. I'm a hands-on like tool guy. So if a buddy calls me at like 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night and says, hey man, I got to pull a starter and I got to change oil in my truck. Can you come over here and help me do this real quick? Cause I got to go to work in the morning. I'm that kind of guy. You know, I'm the kind of guy to get dirty with you and tear your truck apart because that's your money maker. And if you don't have a car, your family don't eat. I'm that kind of guy. Absolutely. I'm not the guy that's going to sit at home and watch football games on the couch all day. Nothing against those guys. I'm just not that guy. Right. You know.
Heck yeah. Let's see here. I was kind of bummed out. My tool guy didn't show up last week. No heads up. Independent gear wrench guy. Yeah, that does sucks. We pretty much. I thought I seen Jake say. Oh, right here. Here it is. Sorry, CP. I've been Been busy with life, dude. I understand. Trust me, it's getting hard for me to even make videos. I'm so busy.
Right.
I'm so busy. I mean, it really is. But bought the 3-piece hammer set for 130 off, and then Matco tap and die set. That is, I think the Matco tap and die set was on sale. Was there something about that?
I don't know. I
didn't
don't
see.
I got a flyer somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, your flyer is probably the same as mine.
Yeah.
The new one I got. Is it got the ratchet deal on the front page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't
That
know where I
flyer's
did
awesome.
with it. Yeah. Somewhere around here.
Let's get through some of these. Let's see here. When you give those tools to your kids one day, I'll be worth. Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, I appreciate everything my grandpa and my dad left me. I was kind of bummed to up. We got that. Pretty much have everything fixed. Well, Jake, dude, we appreciate you're here now because this is definitely a good time. 75 people in the chat. I can't believe people come watch. I can't believe 75 of you waste your time on me. I mean, James maybe, but
no,
like 75 of you guys come to listen to me babble on is just like I don't even get it.
I get happy for the CP live streams, bro. I'm telling you, man. I get fired up.
Dude, that's
on?
Cool, man. Yeah. I just have fun. That's all there's to it. And I'll be honest, I mean, I got nothing to invest in this. I got nobody to please but myself and the viewers, which is all that matters to me. Yeah. And my derivative of this whole channel isn't just all about tools. It's just about CP and CP's life, about what I do with, my tools and what I mean, it's going to evolve into more stuff.
You got a formula. You got a formula, CP, man, really, dude, from a creator to creator. You have a formula, man. I don't know if you even realize you have it, but you may, but you have a formula that works, dude. It's a combination of your energy. It's a combination of your experience, your knowledge, man, that you can say, oh yeah, this was something that started back then. And if you just the feedback that you can give somebody, it adds credence. It's something that anybody could go look up and say, oh yeah, CP said that and it's true. And it's almost like it's like the trifecta, man. It's not to kind of ride on you or anything like that, but it's just you have a good formula, man. And I think that's a testament to why you have the subscribers that you do and the people that you have, like Garrison and Will and Larry, and all these guys, man, that are good, man, and they just support the channel. It's a good formula.
I mean, every time I put a video out, these guys are on it, watching my stuff.
We're on it,
and it's really awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what form. The only formula I got really is I just do random stuff and just I talk. I mess up so much on my videos. The best part about it is I mess up and I literally sit and wait in the comments for somebody to say something about it, and I'm just like whatever. I mean, I understand everything that I say sometimes becomes not everything comes out exactly how I wanted to present it.
You're human,
and then it's not the right type of information. But it creates for good chats in the comment box. Yeah. And that's why that's why I do it, Yeah. Because I messed up on, there's guys catching me on all sorts of. Tino is a good one. And there's another guy. You always can watch out for them guys for sure. They'll be right there to be like, whip it up on you.
Yeah. It's good feedback though, man. I love it.
Keep you honest. They keep you honest. That's what I like to say.
I try to get to all my comments, man. I try to get to them as best as I can. And let people know that I appreciate them, that they take a moment to thank you, Just Wrench. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. But I try to get out and make sure I comment on everything as much as possible, so people know that, hey, I'm not just doing it just to do it. I really do care about what they have to say. And somebody one day, I put a comment out about I can't even think who it was, but it was about Clay Coon. And I was talking about his channel, and I misrepresented what he focuses on, like his business, right? And somebody was like quick to call me out on it. I'm like, hey, that's good, man. I appreciate those comments because that's something that I can perfect on the future video. And I have to look like an idiot next time.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is there's guys that are trolls, and they'll come over and they'll say something bad. And it sucks, and it sucks. But there's also a lot of good guys that'll try to say something. It's all about the presentation in the comment box, and it's really hard to kind of take it sometimes, but it's good constructive criticism. And I think a lot of people get blocked or deleted on other channels for saying stuff. And I think it's good to let people speak their mind a little bit and let them get that out. let them get that rage off their chest a little bit. Like, whoa, you're wrong. I mean, we're all tool guys, The thing about it is, at the end of the day, we all got opinions about stuff. I mean, there's hardcore Snap-on guys, and, it's a tool thing. I believe he's a hardcore Snap-on guy. I think he's a real, and he asked about this warrant, the deal right here. The Hyperstep warranty is legit, depending on the tool truck, in my opinion. I already ruined a Hyperstep drill bit, but my Matco guy replaced it, 1/4 inch or larger. He replaced it, no questions asked. My biggest problem is if you don't have a Matco tool dealer, I am not too sure. And I've seen a video on Matco warranty, and it is very sketchy. They're by far not the easiest ones to warranty tools through if you don't have a dealer.
Yeah.
Very, very. And even if you have a dealer, you'll find a lot of dealers don't want a warranty for you neither, because
I don't know if you ever saw I don't know if you ever saw one of my videos in the past, CP, but I had a Matco wrench that it was beat the hell up, and I had to get it warrantied out. And I called them or whatever, and they says, yeah, we'll send you one, and they didn't want it back. So I said, okay, whatever, I'll hold it, and I'll try to repurpose it or something like that. And they sent me a gear wrench.
What? I've seen a video on that too, not just you.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. They sent me a gear wrench, ratcheting wrench. I'm like, what in the world is this? I'm like, I think I called a video. I was like, Matco screwed up or something like that. And they sent me a gear wrench. I was like, oh, okay. I see that now. But
there's another tool channel that I seen. Yeah, there's another channel I seen. They did that same thing.
But Snap-on, man, Snap-on's warranty. I got to hook my computer up.
Yeah.
But Snap-on's warranty, man, is freaking awesome. I absolutely love their warranty program. And I'll touch on that here in a second. Let me hook this power cable up. But people, that's one of the things I get written pretty hard on. People say, "Oh man, you abused the warranty program," and I'm like, "No, dude, I don't at all." I says I get the tools in, and I have a good account with Snap-on now, and I've warranted enough stuff with them that I have one lady that handles all of my claims. And I send it in, and I send a picture of it, and I give them all the details about the claim that I have, and they accept my claims. I've never had to fight with Snap-on about a warranty program, about a warranty tool at all. 1 second, CP. Let me try to get my cord.
No, not a problem. Guys, I appreciate you here. We're going to talk to you guys real quick while James is doing his thing. When did this? And support, hit the like button. Oh, One Mechanic, brother. Hey, thank you, man. You were awesome. One Mechanic, Dave, he's such a great guy, man. I love that dude. I can't wait to meet him someday. Dave has been one of those guys I've followed for a long time. Dave is another, man, there's so many of you guys over there in the Ohio, that area there. Like Energy's parallel track. Yeah, I just love CP's intros. Dwayne V. Gives a wife a heart attack. You said something earlier that I forgot I was going to answer your question on. Dwayne V said something earlier. If you could post that question again earlier, Ian. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. Tecton is also a good replacement. I have to say, yes, Tecton is definitely Ohio. Yeah. I love One Mechanic. One Mechanic is a great guy. He really is. I'm glad I've met guys like Tarek, Tool Guy Ty.
All right. Okay, I'm back. How we doing?
We're doing good.
All right.
Gear wrenches, ratcheting. Who's the dude so I can follow him? Oh, this is Midwest Tool Review, Steven. Midwest Tool Review. If one of you blue wrenches would copy and paste a link for James's channel, I'd appreciate that. Post it in there, or I'll try to put that in the description later.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy does it. That's my. You guys' names. Some of you guys' names is Will Adams. What's up, man? Charles Abbott. Appreciate you being here, man. Charles Abbott is one of the nicest guys. Joshua Brandenburg and Charles Abbott.
Yeah, they are.
There's nice guys on. there's nice guys on YouTube, but Charles Abbott and Joshua Brandenburg are by far two of the nicest guys. And Will Adams is one of he's been a long-time subscriber, and I really appreciate. He's a small business owner, shop owner. Larry Bergstrom, he is the outlaw.
Yeah,
I almost know all
Larry.
I'm drinking a Pabst. We're drinking Pabst hard seltzer tonight, guys. This is a stronger seltzer. This is a man seltzer. This isn't a White Claw. This White Claw is for the boys. This is for the man. I actually dig this. 8%. I just need a little something to cut the edge off tonight. I don't usually drink on live streams a ton, and I'm not really a big drinker, but I just needed something to cut the. It's making me feel really good right now because I just had a heck of a week.
What's going on?
Oh,
PP?
can't remember.
Lots of work or what?
Yeah, I'm just busier and all get out. Well, here's the thing. So a lot of us are dead as far as mechanic work go, and I haven't had to diagnose a car for I can't even tell you how long. I haven't had anything major diagnostic problems. It's been AC work, real basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even have anything to really make any good content. Somebody even asked me about making content. I'm like, man, it's not even worth making. But I'm so I drive truck too. I drive a semi.
Yeah, I saw you said that one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
So
for
I've
you?
actually, it's busy. It's really busy.
Okay.
So my buddy and I own a company that we kind of drive trucks and stuff like that. And I work for him. Well, I'm working for him as a side gig. And it's blowing out. It's crazy. It's crazy how, it is. We are booked out. If you want something from us, it's 6 weeks minimum just to get booked in with us. So,
wow.
And right now it's just where the money's at, So, yeah,
you got to be versatile, man.
Yeah, that's what I am. I've never been a type of guy to sit around and do one thing. I've been working on cars and doing this and that, but yeah, it's most of my work has been industrial lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garrison G, man, there he is, right there. Dwayne V asked. Oh yeah, that's right, the Master Force. I apologize, Dwayne. I had your comment or question up there.
Yep, I saw that. Yep, I think someone else mentioned it too. Maybe let me see, who was it? Somebody was asking about that earlier. Yeah,
So,
that Master Force. What do you think?
Well, have you checked it out?
I have. I've seen it. Actually, I thought about buying a Master Force before I ever bought the Husky. Yep, I did. I thought Master Force, I mean, my brother, he has an older Master Force, and it's a fairly heavy gauge box. The slides, but the overall construction of the box, I think, is fairly nice. I mean, for the money, for the cost. Is it a Matco or a Snap-on or a Mac? I wouldn't say that.
What is the 72-inch Master Force running? I don't remember, but I remember checking out the box. I went to Menards because I actually entertained the thought of buying that instead of buying another Mac box, but that just went away quick. James, you still there? We lost James. And so we're going to continue on with the conversation. We'll get James back hopefully here soon. But I do believe $1,100 last time I looked. So for $1,100, it's a 3-bay 72-inch box. I think for that kind of money, it's not a bad deal. Hard Knocks would be a really good person to talk to. He has had a Master Force box for a long time. Hard Knocks Forge. You guys haven't checked out his channel. He's had a Master Force. He loves it. Not only that, Bearded CB82 has a Master Force toolbox too, guys. So we'll put him backstage right now for a minute. We'll add him back. Oh, he's gone. We lost him altogether. James is a great guy to have on. I just want to get you guys' perspective. Oh, here we go. He's coming back in.
Yep.
There you go. You're back.
Yep. All right. So you said Master Force. What was your comment on that again now? Sorry.
Oh, the Master Force toolbox. Looks like it's $1,600 for the price of the toolbox, 72-inch, which is definitely a really large box for the money, and it's 24 inches deep. It does have 3 long drawers.
Right.
3 long wide doors. I honestly think for the money, I think for a DIY guy, I think it's a really good box. I've heard, and not only that, I think it has a latching system on it,
Oh wow.
also
Okay.
on the box. So
You know.
it doesn't have a soft close like the Huskies,
Yeah.
but that's because they have a patent on that, I believe. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
And not only that, Stanley has a patent on it, excuse me, because that's why Mac has it on their Mac Edge boxes. Mac
Okay.
Edges have the soft closes.
Yeah.
People don't ever really say nothing about that, but I actually knew that. I've known that for a long time, and I never actually say anything about it, and I don't know why, but Stanley owns that patent. So, when you buy Husky boxes and stuff like that's all Stanley. So,
Yeah.
or no, excuse me, am I wrong? Is Stanley part of Husky now? They build their boxes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that Husky box. Well, I don't know because Husky boxes, I believe, are at one point in time they were built by 2 manufacturers. So, like, if you look at that Husky that I had, now what's funny about that, and I'll go back to the Master Force in a second, but what's funny about the Husky is when I bought my box, it was $648 with taxes out the door. If you go to the store right now in order to buy that at Home Depot, that same box is like $898 before taxes. I don't know what happened with that, but my assumption is the manufacturers changed on that box.
Wow.
And I heard that there was an issue with the wells or the joints or whatever on that box, and so they had to jump around with different manufacturers for it.
Husky has had some problems, but I think they were trying to manufacture with Stanley. So I know that. So I know that Husky was involved with. They were part of the Matco group back in the day when Katie Danaher was. It's really because their Silver Eagle stuff is all Husky, basically. So it's really. If you look at, I've actually had a Husky Matco socket.
Oh wow!
Out of Home Depot.
Oh
wow! I saw it when I went to the Home Depot, and I actually noticed that it was Matco was engraved into it as well as Husky.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You should have bought that.
Yeah, I should. Well, there's pictures out there. You can look on the internet. In fact, I can probably pull it up right now. It's not just me. They've done it. They've had hiccups like that a lot, and that's Matco does not like that.
What's going
on? For obvious reasons.
CP, man, what is going on, dude, with Snap-on? I've seen so many posts here lately of Snap-on sockets not having the sizes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I saw some posts on Instagram, man, that people had bought some new Snap-on sockets, man, and like, let's say a third of them were missing all of the stamping. Didn't have the size, didn't have anything on it. There's a bare socket, like a blank.
Well, and I'll tell you this much. You know that Snap-on had COVID at the very beginning, right?
That's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. Probably got temps in there, man.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So part of the deal. What I do with trucking is I go to a lot of the packing plants, and I can tell you this much right now: they're all short staffed like crazy because they're losing people as fast. They bring them back, think they're cured, and then they lose them again.
Yeah.
And luckily I haven't got it, but I just I just put the hex on them when I come in. I'm like, yeah.
You know what's funny?
Stay away from me.
Funny enough, man, my company, we've had this week alone, on Friday alone, we had 4 cases of COVID at 3 different plants. So just right then and there, man, we're seeing it as well.
Nick Pixel. What's up, man? There's my buddy. That's one of my good friends here. Sorry, I haven't seen him. I've heard from him all week. He's been busy.
Yeah.
So I realized I just realized I missed somebody else's. It's a tool thing. I don't know if you're in here. He asked me some questions too.
What was it?
To answer his too. I'm gonna scroll back here real quick.
I'm scrolling back.
Where did you say you said you work in a plant too? Where you had some problems?
Yeah, like
that.
Yeah, we work with medical. Well, half of it is 2/3 of the plant focuses on medical products, but the other is my stuff, which is aerospace and defense. And we had four employees in one day all test positive for COVID.
Holy smokes, 4 people?
And it's across multiple plants. Yeah, so it's no rhyme or reason. And that's big for us because we're in medical, so we have to be very careful about that. You know, when that happens, the entire plant has to shut down. Then we have to go and have a team come in and scrub the plant, sanitize the entire plant. Then we can resume normal
with a bunch
operation.
of foam and stuff, right?
Yeah,
We do a bunch of foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I've seen the people in there, but I just kind of keep my distance, and then I just spray cleaner on everything. I've been tested 3 times and came back came back negative.
Right.
I thought I had it again. Nick Pixel, man, I missed him a long time ago. Turbo Tie. It's a Tool thing. Had a couple questions for me. First of all, yeah, Nick's squad. Jesus, I'm so behind. There's so many people in the chat. We got almost 80 people in the chat tonight.
I know.
80 people.
Let's get
Who does
'em.
that with 2,600 subscribers? I mean, you know.
I know.
It's a Tool thing. I didn't miss your questions. A lot of you guys, I didn't miss your questions. I just trying to jump around and catch everybody's stuff. But it's a Tool thing. Asked me. He asked me about the RBRT bits.
Yeah.
Putting the dudes down now. All right, Tool Guy Ty, you want to come on? I'll bring you on if you're going to be. Well, how long are we into this? Hour 26.
Yeah, bring him in. Let's do it.
If he gets back before we shut down.
Okay.
I only go 2 hours. I just can't do any longer. It's just how it is. But
yeah.
We're having a good time though. It's Tool thing asked me a couple questions anyways.
It was something about the like a broken RBRT
bit.
bit.
RBRT. So yes, it's a Tool thing. I have broken an RBRT bit. And I seen your video today. I didn't have a chance to comment. I was busy working. Actually, what I do is I play videos while I'm driving, and I put a playlist up, and then I just listen to them. So I can only, I can't see them. So I was extremely busy. I had to go 200 miles out. Not only that, I had to go and do a diag this morning before I even got on the truck. So I literally put in 14 hours plus getting on the live stream. I'll have like 18 hours in today.
That's
and if people are like, how do you even have the energy for that? Well, I don't know how I have the energy there for that, but I think that's why I'm a big guy, because I stored it all up and then, just start going.
Yeah, I know, right?
A guy told me today, I was sitting there and I was sending a message to you.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I was sending a message to you actually. And a guy come out of there, some slub. I call him. He's just a lackey, and I really hate those guys that dog on truck drivers.
Right.
And this guy comes out and he goes, "Hey, dumb trucker," and I was like, "There's a lot of guys that do that. When they think you drive a truck, they think you're just, I don't know,
wow.
But the sad part about it is, I just wanted to, I was like, you're making $14 an hour, and you're telling me I'm a dumb trucker.
Yeah, right. Life goals.
I know. I know a lot of truck drivers that make between 70 and 150 grand a year.
Right.
I was sitting there and texting you that, and I was thinking to myself, man, I have got so much going on today. And I remember I lost myself there. But anyways, that guy came out and said that, and I told him that. I think that's where I was going with that, was that people just get focused on somebody's career and or whatnot, and they don't really think a whole lot. I got off track there a little bit. I don't know what happened there.
It's all right.
Oh, squirrel, rabbit.
Yeah, I know, right?
My energy. I think I was talking about that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. It was my energy. So he says that to me, and I just, I come out of the truck nice. I come out of the truck pretty quick, actually. I jumped right down, and I just walked up to him, and I was like, listen here, fella. I was like, I don't appreciate your tone you're taking with me. And I was like, you may think that I'm slow, but I go, why don't you strap 200 pounds onto your ass, and we'll see who can win the race.
Right.
And then he goes, well, why would I do that? I could beat you like this. And I go, because it's an unfair advantage. I said, if I took 200 pounds off, do you think you could beat me?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah. Right.
I haul this all around all day long and keep going hard. And I go,
you go hard.
You gotta think about things like that before you talk sometimes.
Yeah.
People just they get themselves in troubles with that.
Yeah.
Or get themselves into trouble. Sorry.
Yeah.
CP is a hustler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the RBRT bits, anyways. Absolutely, I've broken one of the RBRT extractors. They are not. I saw your video. It's Tool thing. It's not something you want to use on exhaust studs and expect it to get out. In fact, the only way to really get exhaust studs out, in my opinion, is if you got a bolt. If you got a head, you can get it on a bolt biter on there. You can do it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do the weld the nut to the deal trick.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. They're not, or put in the old tap. They're just, everybody's broken stuff off. They're terrible. Tearing out a broken exhaust manifold stud is the
Mhm.
worst thing in the world. It is miserable. I've done so many of them. I hate it. I mean, Eric O even, like, whenever time I see Eric O do it, I feel like it's me because I
Yeah.
get called in to do that. You know, I love extracting them. To me, it's almost an art. And then, you know,
Yeah.
I can take an engineer like you could appreciate something like that because
Yeah.
you're given a challenge and you're
Yeah.
saying, here, put this square peg in this round hole.
Right.
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 And you're like,
right.
I'll make it fit. You
I'll
know,
do
that's
it.
how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Hit that like button. Thank you, Backwoods Mechanic.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, C. Tansy. We got a new one right there. From Tennessee. C. Tansy from Tennessee.
Yeah. Like it.
Midwest Tool Review for the love of tools. He's been popping out.
Oh man, shout out to him, guys. So yeah, just real quick here, like 20 seconds. For the love of tools guy, he's got a great video. He's got a great channel. I've been following all of his videos and trying to get caught up on him. I encourage you guys, check him out, give him some support, get out there and kind of just support the community because
absolutely.
we need
that's
you guys.
What this is all about.
Yeah, we need you guys.
We all got to stick together. Yeah, everybody needs to. We need to keep these other channels that are really dogging. I mean,
I think a lot of channels are played out. I think a lot of them are played
channels,
out, man.
Yeah, these bigger channels are really, they're sucking off. I mean, you know that I started doing Mac stuff, and then, you know, pretty much it was like a lot of people started jumping in on that bandwagon. And, you know, the sad part about it is these guys aren't even real mechanics. They haven't even been in the business for longer than 5 years.
Right.
That's the sad part about it. So they don't really know. They don't have the knowledge. You know, we've got guys like Will Adams who've been doing it all his life.
Right.
Like for love of the tools, this guy's in the industry. He's a newer guy, but he's been doing it now for a little bit. He's a smart guy. Darren Robinson, another great guy. He's been doing this is his job day to day. He works on it in and out. I don't like it when people, you know, that's the only thing. Like you do as a DIY guy stuff, but you're not like promoting like this and that. You know what I mean? Like your channel really sticks to its guns on how you're doing things. You buy good tools and do this and that, but you're not like speaking to the industry like you know more than what you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're not doing diag videos about stuff and saying this and that, you know, and you know, I mean, that's what I really, so I like the people that are all in this chat because they all have their own special things. Tom Mater, another great guy. Yep. Tom Mater and Will Adams. I always get those guys confused for some reason. I don't know. You guys are really similar people more than you know, probably. I mean, Tom's an awesome guy too. He's an also long time mechanic. Yeah. Has MD Lee put out a new videos? No, I haven't seen MD Lee for a long time.
Oh, for a long
Husky
long
owned
time,
Apex. Yeah. That's right, Joseph. Yeah, we've got Joseph's a younger mechanic coming into it. And Larry's obviously he's been a long time. He drives truck now, but he's kind of like me. I think he was an ex-mechanic too, and he got, you know, he went into it. I just know. Oh, there he is. Hero Rider asked us too. What are my thoughts on the right angle impact? Tarek, I know you're listening. So Tarek knows. Tarek gave me shit right away. I instantly, when I first got my first impressions, and honestly, I posted up a little, you know, satire on the Instagram about it because you know there's a ton of people that are gonna bust out these reviews on these.
It's already starting.
Yeah, and it's just like I just go, I'm just like eye roll, eye roll. Yeah. Oh, Milwaukee Impact. You know.
Yeah.
I actually have changed my views on it. When I first seen Autobahn Dan was the first one to actually do a review on that right angle impact. Mm-hmm. He compared it. So the thing about it is it lacks on power. Okay. That's my biggest problem with it. Yeah. It's 210 foot-pounds of torque. I have a notion that I still would rather have an air one that has 415 foot-pounds. And not only that, let's put it to you this way. You can buy the Astro Nano right angle, long-handled impact, which is basically the same thing as that. It's the same compact design, and it has 415 foot-pounds of torque. You can buy it off Amazon right now for $130.
Oh, wow.
You know, you're looking at $200 bare tool for the Milwaukee. You can almost buy 2 of those right angle air impacts with double the horsepower on them. That's my problem with electric tools is sometimes I just don't know that it's worth it. If you got a good air compressor, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Mute YouTube. I don't know about that. I went from
Will
auto
Adams
tech
say
industry to maintenance. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm supporting the trades.
Yeah,
that's exactly. There's another channel where we had blue wrenches and there was a saboteur was blocking people. What? There's been another channel where everyone had blue wrenches and there was a saboteur that was blocking people.
Hmm.
Nobody can take away anything, and they have to go through me
Right.
in order to. I don't think anybody's comments hasn't been blocked,
Yeah.
but I think you have to be approved or denied by me no matter what.
Right.
So, we were Mac guys before YouTube was popular. Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm 40. I'm 41 now. I don't know how old you are, James, but like I said, I started buying
38.
back in '96. So I didn't even think you were that old.
Yep. 38.
Right on. Yeah, I started buying Mac when I was in 1997, 1998 is when I first started really
Right.
getting deep into Mac. And I went head first when I started buying. I mean, I remember I bought $300 worth of tools a week for almost a year straight, pretty
Oh
much.
my
Mac guy
God.
loved me.
I bet
Yeah.
he did.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get your
Dennis
name on the
Rigger.
side of
There's
the truck.
Dennis Rigger. If you haven't seen Dennis Rigger before, this guy is hilarious. He always
Right.
brings up B. He's a good dude. Good upbeat guy.
I do a lot of body
75
work,
freaking
too.
people in the chat.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, easy living, just wrench it. That's what it is. been on that easy living. CP looks 30. Yeah. Some
He
days I look
does.
30, you ought to see me. Hey Murray, where you been at, buddy? Right angle head is too big. Easy does it. I thought the right angle on that head looked too big. I didn't
That's what
really
I thought,
finish my
too.
topic on that. But I really do like it. I think that Impact could have. I want to buy one. I just don't want to pay $200 for it. If I could get it for $130, the same price, and I can
Yeah.
buy them and compare them and really get a side by side. The thing about it is, I can't say it's a bad tool and I can't say it's a great tool. I don't
Yeah.
like that it only has 200 foot-pounds of torque, but it also is a lot more than what you can get for that. So it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad tool. I actually like the fact that they have the trigger design on that Milwaukee now,
Yeah, I saw
where
that.
it's
Yeah.
where it's not the
Paddle.
paddle and
Yeah.
the reverse, which beats out the air tool in my opinion, because all the air tools are up on the back of those right angles. They're up
Mhm.
on the back, but that has the reverse and forward right down on the trigger. So that is really deal. That's a really good deal.
Right.
Tool guy Ty, you want to link? You want to come on? Oh, Autobahn, you heard my name this time, didn't you?
Yeah, I love
Yeah, I said
Autobahn.
I gave you a shout out for being the first guy that actually did a review on the Milwaukee Impact. Got a hookup on the right angle for 179. Tom Mater, if you got the money and you want to spend it, go for it. I'm not in dire need of that right angle that bad. And I really would rather have the bigger weight because I want to do suspension stuff with it.
Right.
That's where I think that tool shines.
Yeah.
Is suspension. And you know what? I don't think 200 foot-pounds is going to be enough to do suspension all the time.
Especially in the Rust Belt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the wintertime, that stuff's really extra salty.
Yeah.
And Autobahn Dan, a shout out to him because Autobahn Dan has both of them. He has the Capri right angle, which is a great one, 415. And I think he's doing a review or going to do a review on those two. And I think it's going to be a great video because that's better than anybody else's video right there. You're getting to see a first bird's eye view of that versus, each one of them. And I like the fact that he put the swivel on there, which I don't know why he didn't have a swivel on there for. I don't know what you're doing, Autobahn. How do you have an air tool without a swivel on it anymore? What kind of, what's going on with you, buddy?
So you know what? I was thinking about something else, CP, man. How do you feel? I think you voiced your opinion about it before, but I got a set of those Capri ratcheting wrenches. They should be here on Monday. And it is a tool that I didn't buy. Capri sent those to me to play around with and test out. It's the very first time I've ever had any tool company send me anything, and they reached out to me, which is really cool. I didn't, wasn't a request or anything like that, but I've never used them yet, so I'm really curious to see because the only ones I got right now are the only ratcheting I have. I have a few gear wrench, but I have a full set of the blue points.
So I've been using those Capri gear ratcheting wrenches now for 3-4 months, and I can tell you that they're as close to any good quality tool out there as you can for ratcheting wrench. So all the ratcheting wrenches are foreign. Right. Nobody makes their own. I love it when people. Well, Snap-on does now. I apologize. people are going to start already hitting that comment box
Oh, yeah.
before I even change. But Snap-on didn't even have their own ratcheting wrench for a long time because it was hard to get around the patents
Yeah.
on it. So, but now that they got their own proprietary head kit that they can replace, I think that's how they made it around the patent laws. Is they
Okay.
just build their own head for it,
Okay.
which nobody has that design. So,
Yeah.
Williams.
Some USA
So he
made
said
ratchet
Williams?
wrenches, half the price of Snap-on. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't never played with them, but I probably should. And I know you guys are really smart on Williams and what's the other one? Williams and
What,
who's
Proto
the other
or
one? No, there's Williams and there's not right.
Right
the two
Tool?
W's.
Right Tool. Yeah.
Right.
Right Tool. I have some Right Tools somewhere. I think in my my junkyard bag. Yeah. And I absolutely, these wrenches, I wish I had a full set of them, see if I can get them in the frame there.
Oh yeah.
But man, that's a wrench. That, you know what I
Right.
mean? It's not a ratcheting wrench, of course, but as far as overall construction, I would put these, you know, maybe it's as good as some of the Mac, the knuckle savers that I had in the past, but just a nice, strong, you know, well-built tool. So I don't know what
I definitely.
Somebody mentioned something about the SKX frame, Diamond D Expeditions. He mentioned something about the.
Yeah. So I got turned off from those because Eric O actually is one that turned it off on me.
Yeah.
And I can't give you the video. I can't tell you the video he set it on. But so sorry, SK sent him a set of the X frame wrenches, and he said, "I love the wrenches." His quote, and I'm quoting him. And I don't think he'll be mad about me saying this because I don't doubt he watches my channel, but he quoted and he said, and he's honest. And I agree with everything that Eric O ever says. You know, he's right up the alley.
Right.
But Eric O said that I love the wrenches, they just break way too much.
Oh wow.
That's the only problem. He said
like
that
he's talking about the gearing.
Yeah, he said they stripped out a couple times. So that completely turned me off the X frames because one mechanic to another, if a mechanic says to me, and I know I've been down that heartbroken road before, you love a product and it just doesn't hold up. And I really wanted to love those X frames. It's just a heartbreaker is all it is.
Yeah. You know what? I've been curious, man, because when I look at any type of rationing wrench, obviously larger teeth equate to greater power, right? You know, it's just more mass in order to hold the power, the torque, right? So when you start incorporating more teeth without if you have more teeth, which means you reduce the surface area of the teeth, but you have to increase the same load capability. So then you have to create the bigger paw mechanism. So I understand the mechanics behind it, but I'm also trying to understand more about what type of materials they're using, because I assume there's probably chrome vanadium. Maybe Snap-on has their proprietary alloy that they're using, but I don't know. I just wonder, you know, is it even smart to have these very high tooth count ratcheting wrenches?
No, you know? I think the problem is you've seen with the gear wrenches 120. I think their 120s failed, and I think that 90 tooth is probably where the highest we're going to be for a while until something changes in technology. Because honestly, we went from 36 tooth to 88 or 80 tooth. 80 tooth is what I'd be calling it. 80 to 90 tooth. You know, you got Matco 88, you got the gear wrench 80s, and you got Snap-on 80s. Whatever, dual 80s. You know, I mean, I think 80 to 90 tooth is everything that anybody could do to get into that.
You know what they're going to have to do? They're going to have my way of solving that is you're going to have to change the profile of the teeth. If you can keep the same number of teeth, but you're going to have to change the profile or how they engage one another. If you can,
I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, you got to. Right now, they've got the V-shaped design. Everybody's using the V. And that pitch diameter or whatever that is, that's what they're using. But you're going to have to go with more like a helical type teeth engagement in order to increase the strength of those the mechanical gears and everything. But we'll see. I don't know.
I love guys that bring up Tekton every time because I am impressed with Tekton.
Really?
I really do love. Yes, I honestly think that for any guy that's getting into this business or in this industry. The Tekton, except for their impact sockets, I would love to tell that to Tekton if they ever talk to me. Which they did send me one message after I did my Tekton video because it was actually a pretty big video. That video is gone. Like I think I've gotten a lot of views on that video, and I've got a lot of questions from it. my very first Tekton tool haul and very first Tekton purchase. I was impressed with Tekton, but to say the least, it was a better quality than you could buy from Gear Wrench, in my opinion. You can buy Tekton tools are a better quality. To me, Gear Wrench is below the grade. So, I'm going to talk about this real quick. So I have a standard where I go, like I measure everything like Craftsman. Okay, because I was raised in that era. So Craftsman for me was a cutoff. You know what I mean? Like Craftsman was a cutoff. I won't buy anything that's less of a grade than Craftsman. So, and you knew in tools and Craftsman, like the Craftsman ratchets, they're down here. Okay.
Right.
But Craftsman sockets are right here. They had their professional series stuff, their professional wrenches.
Right.
There were certain things from Craftsman that I bought that I knew was good and that I knew, were actually awesome items. So if you're below Craftsman on something, I'm not going to get, I'm not going to buy it. And Gear Wrench to me has slipped below the Craftsman grade.
Yeah.
Tekton is up here. And this is where I would rate Gear Wrench for the most part. Yeah. Their sockets, Gear Wrench sockets, they might have their impact sockets even with Tekton. But, some of the other stuff, their chrome sockets, they're all right. I just wouldn't waste my money buying Gear Wrench sockets if I could buy Tekton chromes knowing that they're better.
Right.
Trying to get my set to be all conformed, but
right. I think too it's all about the grind, man. You see a lot of companies, that they're not grinding. Like Gear Wrench, I think they kind of fell off because they're like, okay, people know who we are. Sales are looking good. They're positive. We don't have to. We don't have to go so hard at it. Whereas Tekton, they're a new company, and it's interesting, right? Because any new tool company who's spending money to try to enter the tool game, that's big because you've got Snap-on, you got Mac, you've got Matco, you've got companies, you got Cornwell, you got SK that's still active. You've got people that have pedigree that's been around for a long time. And it's hard to kind of break into that market. And those are like the top tier. Then you have the second tier and third tier guys, and you're the newcomer. So only thing Tekton can do is to get better and go harder than anyone else. And really show what they're capable of. So yeah, I fully suspect that Tekton should be really, really good tools.
They would be better to me. I would buy Tekton over Silver Eagle, over Expert.
Yep.
I
would
consider Tekton I would consider Tekton the Blue Point or Precision Torque of the tool company.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's where I rate it. Yeah, that's
said, stop showing off my toolbox. Larry
Borgstrom, he says he has the SK frames, just X-frames, and he likes them.
Yeah.
And, Westline, I actually do, Doug Days. I remember Westline. They were good tools too. I want to go back here to Audubon Dan. So he got an 18 millimeter bolt loose. And then he said here, 6.0 seemed to run much better. That's the problem with electric tools, though. Everybody always gives me that excuse. Well, I didn't have to change my airline with my air tool. That's that's what I always rebuttal with that. Like I didn't have to, and sometimes you'll hear I had to wait for the air compressor, but I didn't have to change my airline to get the tool to work.
Get more power, yeah. That's what I like about the because I have the Milwaukee Stubby. And it was my first Milwaukee tool, and they're like, "Dude, you got to get the 6 amp." I'm like, "Why? I got a 4 amp." They're like, "Oh, it's more power. It's gonna," I'm like, "Man, that sucks. I got to sit there and change batteries out every time. It's like a pyramid scheme." And then what? They're gonna come out with a 9 amp battery.
Like, you got to buy bigger batteries. So you bought the tool to work with 4 amp hour batteries. So now you got to buy bigger batteries to make the tool be more powerful.
Yeah,
and you're exactly right. Exactly, that's a sales gimmick. And now you've got. And here's the thing is. You can buy an old 2112 IR 3/8 that blows out like 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is way more than a Milwaukee Stubby does.
Right. And
so, even with a weak air compressor, you're looking at probably 300 foot-pounds of torque, which is still rated at 54 more foot-pounds than my 2112 IR. Let's say 2114 or 2112 starting off. It's the IR 3/8. It's 2112, I believe, is. That 3/8 impact is still going strong to this day, and that thing is an animal. It is literally it'll rip lug nuts off a 3/4 ton truck. It's just bad machine. Whoops, I messed up here.
I got an old Snap-on. I think it's like an IM 131 or something like that. And that thing is a monster. That it's old, but it hits really hard. And
hey, yeah. Jake the Ag Mechanic, thank you for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you, Jake, man. Appreciate it.
We got behind. Oh my God, we got way behind here. Tecton, everybody went Tecton crazy in here. Tecton is increasing. Yeah, everybody really did like the Tecton stuff.
Yeah.
Your engineering is correct. Fine thread is stronger. And coarse thread due to super series. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the old 36 tooth ratchets, that's why they came out with those back in the day, because they did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about designing my own gearing mechanism now that I think about it. I'm like, you know what? I got some AutoCAD in there. Maybe I'll go draw something up, man.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. You know what? If you're an engineer, that's how a lot of guys have made money. I mean, so I can honestly tell you, like, you know, Dan Steyer came by and we did the RBRT videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The guys Dan didn't invent the RBRT bits, but the guys that did were engineers.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they did. They made a product better. And, you know, if you're in the tool game and you can do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I have one in
what?
his long flex. 8mm silver. Okay. Man, I must have really missed off.
Yes, yeah. We're getting caught up, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, you get talking about. Oh yeah, because I'm back here now.
Yeah.
I have a set of Metric Williams identical Blue Point. I'm gonna have to scroll through these kind of quick. I'm not gonna. You know, you guys. I haven't been talking to a bunch of you, and I apologize. I love you all, you guys.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm trying to avoid you. You know, I try to get to everybody on here.
What's up, King of Chuck? He's somebody that said, "What's up?"
King of Chuck's in here. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's from my buddy's channels, Nick's channel and all them. I think he come around Midwestern. We got that Tecton's increasing. Tecton, Triton. How's that Triton impacts? You want to get a full set? I don't even know what Triton is.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Tecton changed a decent. Yeah, they got a 92 ratchet too. 92 is where it's at. Gear Autobahn Dan, I believe what he says. Yes, Tecton over gear wrench. I agree. There you go.
Well, Capri cool, man. Capri, like I got their ratchets, man, and I'm really impressed with their ratchets.
Yeah, Capri's right there with Tecton though. That's why I only promote Capri and Tecton. You don't see me promoting anybody else because I'm just not gonna waste my time on going backwards for garbage.
Right.
You know, I'm not just gonna run out there and be like, oh, you know, I mean, like Mechanics Time Savers, they've been around for years. You know, those guys have been friends. You know, I knew those guys back years ago, and I've always used their products. So, you know, I mean, I've got a long history in the tool industry. You know, it just doesn't start with me being on YouTube. There's a lot more to it that I just don't tell everybody about because it's not worth it. It's a waste of time to talk about bull malarkey what I did and didn't do, you know.
He said, might have to trade you something for that 10mm wrench. I got two of them. TP, man, I don't know if you checked my Instagram, but you should see the socket set I picked up.
Oh, you know what, dude? My Instagram is so blown up right now because I have so many people keep following me.
Yeah.
I think I got another 100 people this week. I'm missing the people that I always used to watch because I'm getting more people, so I'm getting different. And not only that, I'm getting bigger people. So the algorithm's changing on Instagram. It sucks.
Yeah.
So I appreciate if you guys do post something, tag me in it. Definitely, that would be great. So I could check it out or hashtag it, CP Tool, whatever. I mean, whatever you want to do. I definitely want to see. I always love looking at anybody's stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
I just never get it. Like I'm scrolling through something once. I'm so busy all the time, man, and I'm not I'm trying not to make excuses, but. We're clear back to that one. We got to get moving because we got these guys wadding up in here.
Yeah.
Your Rex is a slim head 92th coming out. First of all,
who was it?
Slim head does not excite me because I've never seen a slim head yet that's held up. Remember Skippy Autobahn? Skippy's a slim head too. See, Home Depot looks like the Husky rebranded a whole bunch of gear and stuff. Interesting. Sunex is great. Doug Days, I love my Sunex impact socket. In fact, if I was I would go Gray Pneumatic or Sunex on in my impact sockets.
Yep.
Just because I don't know the Capris and I don't like the Tectons because I have seen some of the Tectons. So my set would always go there.
I've been beaten really hard. I got these stubby 1/2-inch drive Capri sockets, man. I've been beating on them hard. And I got a video coming out here in a few days from my auto parts picking. And dude, I've been hitting those things hard, and they do not deform with my Milwaukee Impact, because that's what I'm using. I'm trying to utilize the small size of the impact gun with the super shallow socket, and they hold up really, really nice.
Absolutely. This is a good question right here from probably me, because I don't know. Have you tried any knuckle saver wrenches?
I used to have them, but okay. I can't say take this one, CP, because I can't compare them. Yeah.
Well, so I actually have I don't have that much time behind a FDP. Wait a second, Flank Drive Plus, Flank Drive Plus Snap-on. That's the I was turned off by the Flank Drive Plus immediately because of all the aggressiveness of the head of that. Because I don't want a wrench that's going to mar up a fastener. And I made a point in this in my wrench video to say this. I don't want to ruin a fastener for the next tech or myself.
Yeah.
So that's why. So if there's a chance of me doing that, I'm not going to use it. And I've always been a fan of the Mac knuckle savers, but I am a little bit biased because that's what I've been using. So they're a completely different handle than what the Snap-on was. A lot of guys didn't used to like the Mac knuckle savers. A lot of guys do. I'm 100% been a fan of Mac knuckle saver wrenchers for 20 years.
Here's the thing about that.
SK and Mac knuckle savers, I should say.
Here's the thing about that. So when I think about the Snap-on, and I just picked up a set. I probably can't get to them right now, but I just picked up a set of the Flank Drive Plus wrenches from Snap-on. I can't get to them, but my thought is, you have to redesign the mouth or the open end of the wrench in order to improve upon the strength or load that the wrench can displace or can put out. So why would one do that? My thought would be either they're trying to reduce the size or the thickness of the wrench, make them smaller, or perhaps has there been a change in the formulation for the alloy? So I would never see the need to modify the mouth of it so much so that you risk, like you said, damaging a fastener in order to get a better grip. Whereas the knuckle saver wrenches, they didn't do that. So you just have sheer power that's being generated by the wrench, and the open is not opening up, so you're not generating, you're not creating spreading. So
no,
I don't know.
You know what the genius thing about it is what turned me on to the knuckle savers is I actually had a Mac guy come to me and he said, Chad, he goes, I just want you to look at this for what it is. You know, I want you to grab this wrench and tell me which one pulls off. And I go, okay. So I grabbed the wrench, and he had like a demo deal that he did. Neither one of them pulled off. And he goes, okay, that's great. So they both work for what they're intended to do.
Right.
And I said, okay, that makes sense. And he goes, but here's the thing is, he goes, now when you go to use this wrench and you've got a marred up fastener or something that's ruined, and let's say you have to put it back in. And this is always my biggest argument with anything. If you have to put that fastener back in, there's no way you can replace it. Which one would you rather have a chance at putting it into? And that's where the Flank Drive just ruined that. And I don't want to dog on it because there's a lot of guys that like it, but I honestly just think it's a little bit too aggressive. I've seen it when you actually start putting stress into it, it'll start laying down marks in a grade 5 bolt, which you don't intend it to be that tight anyways. But a grade 5s, there's a lot of them on vehicles. You know, it's not uncommon to see a grade 5. Yeah. And they just start chewing the heads up right away. Well, now you're just deforming a fastener, and when you deform a fastener, that defeats the purpose of having the fastener there in the shape that it is. The socket or the material that was put onto that, or the intended fastener removal tool being put onto that, wasn't intended to increase stress on the areas of the socket that were to be removed, right?
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like you put teeth onto a side of a head or a bolt. Now you're aggressively deforming that fastener. So now you've got a problem. It's ruined, you know. So you ruin a fastener when you use them. And they're great wrenches. It's Snap-on quality, and I don't dog on Snap-on quality, but at the end of the day, your chances of ruining them are a lot greater.
Right.
So 1/2-inch Snap-on angle impact is 220 breakaway, but the anvil, the socket is heavier. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just I'm not really I think the Milwaukee right angle impact's a great impact. I
Mhm.
just don't know that I want that over the air one. So
Yeah, I think
I appreciate you chiming in. Dan, I'm looking forward for your video on it, and seeing what you got to put out. That's the best place to go look for it, because Dan's going to have the only one that's going to have a good video where it's going to compare them.
Yeah.
And I trust Dan's. I trust Audubon Dan's opinion.
Yeah.
84 tooth. Yeah, exactly. 84 tooth was great. They worked just fine.
Yeah.
Sonex. Yeah. Whoops. Chris Koss. Look at that guy right there. The tool aficionado. Have you seen Chris Koss's channel?
I know. He does all the Japanese tools, right?
Oh yes, Chris Koss. He does all the real fancy jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. That is true. I bought a couple of SOS exclusive stubborn and tie rod ends. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because that's just. But the thing about it is I use a PWZ plier or something else on that for those. Instead, and that Flake Drive Plus wrench for that size wrench on that is be like a 17 or 19. Mm-hmm. You're talking about $75 for that wrench.
Yeah,
I think for just that, because I've got a 13 mil, and that was like $40.
Yeah.
So you might as well just buy a PWZ plier. And Matco semi-deep sockets are like, oh, dude, impact. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'll tell you what, right now, semi-deeps are the way to go. It always have been for me. Slim heads versus meeting AMC standards. Yeah. Tool guy tie, they're awesome. Well, man, we had a bunch of people on here chanting. Sonex. Yeah. JD Tech. They're happy to be back. JD Tech, thank you for coming. If you're not already, Tools and Trash is 900, almost to 1,000. Tools and Trash is a great guy.
Yep.
He's got a lot of funny content. I love my GP sockets. They're working.
Same here. Yeah. GP for the win.
Yeah, GP or Sonex, you can't go wrong. They're really pretty much about the same. I hope I wasn't sitting there banging on the table and people could hear that. I do nervous little things I don't think about, and then people tell me later, dude, why are you whistling? I don't know. I just do it. I don't even think about it. I missed Joey Morrison's question. I had him on the screen, and he had such a great question earlier, and hopefully I answered that. Man, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us little guys. Diabolical, come on, man. Diabolical's won more awards for doing more things than probably anybody I know on YouTube. This guy, Diabolical, is. I want to have him on the live stream again sometime.
Yeah,
I wish I could I wish I could beat. Did you see that live stream I did with John?
Oh, I did.
It was great. It was great. One of the best ones I'd seen.
Yeah.
What's everybody? Shut Tool Guy Ty. He's so tough. Did you want to come on, Tool Guy Ty? Hold on, I better get over here. Where are we at? Oh, we just hit over 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, we're over it. Yeah.
We're just hit over 2. We were going hard there for a while. I think we've had a pretty good live stream anyways tonight. We're going to go through here and try to answer a few more questions. Yeah. I mean, 80 people in the chat was definitely awesome.
Where are we at right now?
72 right now.
Wow, that's still pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant Tecton, not Triton. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Tecton does have some good. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. I do love my Capri. Your wrench has went downhill. Yeah. Dude, I think everybody's starting to finally feel that. SLR 326. What's good, Sheep? Hell yeah. Man, oh man, it's going to be riding with the Matt guy I meet up with. Oh, that's awesome. What? Dana's going to be riding with the Matt guy I meet up with this week. Oh, that's awesome, Adam.
Oh, yeah, that is
Tell
cool.
Dan hi for me. Tell Dan hi for me. He's great. Dan's a great guy. Right. Make sure to ask him when he's coming out with the RBRT extractor. He loves that question. 415 breakaway, Capri Stub Air Impact is the shiz. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's what my biggest thing is. I really like Sonex. Sonex and Capri or Gray pneumatics are so similar. It's stupid. It's scary. So I almost, when people say like Gray or Sonex, I don't even care, because normally Gray pneumatic, they were the first ones. They really were. They were the first ones to have this market in the lower. I don't want to call them lower grade, but
let's call them tier 2.
In the cheaper. In the more economic value, for the economic value, they were the first ones in this game. Yeah. So just Just count, looking good. Sub tools and trash. Where's tools and trash tonight? Oh, he's here. He's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy. He did come in here. Tool Cartel. Tool Cartel. Jesus, man, everybody's in here. James, it's been a great night. King of Chuck, night. Man. Yeah, it's been a great live stream so far going on. CP, I ran down the Mac guy. Gonna get my Mac tools. Hell yeah, Kevin. Yeah. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Kevin's doing a great video too. If you haven't checked out Kevin's channel.
No, I gotta check him out. Yep.
Yeah, Kevin's doing 7 or 6 liter build, might be on a Ford. Kevin's a truck driver and he's a mechanic and whatnot.
I'm checking you out, Kevin.
You want to check him out. Kevin's a good dude. Really, really, really good dude. Really good dude. I'm wiring my car right now. Listening to you guys. Hope to start next week. Diabolical. I can't wait, man. Hopefully we can see some pictures of that. I really do. My awesome. Icon sockets suck as bad as the toothless.
I love it. That's the best comment of the night.
Dennis Rigger always got something good to say.
That's
I was whistling in my stories. B precision torque, differential pulls and knuckle saber versus precision torque. So the knuckle saber versus precision torque. The only difference is the entire feel of the wrench. Otherwise, the head design is the exact same. You know, they both have the same. The precision torque has the exact same knuckle saver anti-slip design of that. And I honestly love my precision torques. I love over the knuckle sabers. I hate to say that about a foreign made wrench over an American made, but I'll tell you what, Mac killed it. Facom killed it. Facom builds them. Facom, they're going to destroy the world with those wrenches. They literally are, in my opinion, the best made wrenches on the planet to date, in my opinion, because I love them that much. I hate to say that. I mean, I'm not, this is a guy that's been using wrenches for years. And I'm telling you what, I would have bought these back 20 years ago and never looked back. I hate to say that because I want an American made wrench, but I love using those wrenches. The offset is perfect. It's got a 0 degree. You know what the biggest thing about those wrenches is the 0 degree on the head of them. So most wrenches are, on the backside where your offset comes. Let's say your wrench is like that, like that. So let me get my hand right there. So your wrench is like that, but the head, the bottom of the broaching of the wrench comes up and it's even. So it slopes in even. But they put a 0 degree. There's 0 degree offset on how precision torques are.
Yeah.
0 degree offsets on the bottom of that wrench.
Right.
So it gives you the ability to sneak in behind stuff.
Oh, wow.
You got all this new crap. It just makes a huge difference.
I've got an old wrench like that too. I don't think I can find it, but I'll give it a try here. And it's got a pretty
that'd be great.
It's got a pretty cool design on it too.
Proto, is it Proto that had the first anti-slip design on their open end?
Yeah. Well, that's so Flank Drive. So Snap-on and Proto and Mac were all in the same time as some of their Stallwell wrenches are still going to be my. You're just a German snob, Autobahn Dan. I mean, for Christ's sake. You're going to say anything German's better than anything else.
Right.
You literally decorated your whole bay into German colors. He's got red, black, and yellow on his. How could that guy? He's got to stick up for it now. He owns being German right there. You know what I mean?
Bias.
Yeah, he's completely biased. Of course, you're gonna like this. And there's and Dan, it's Stall Willie.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Stall Willie. Why do they have it's Stall Willie? I love the Stallwell guys like that. Super thin too.
I know.
super thin. Oh man, I love Autobahn Dan. Me and him talk all the time. Crap, I missed it.
Here's that wrench, CP. Look at that profile. Have you ever seen a wrench with that kind of lead in?
Oh yeah.
So you've got.
That's exactly what the precision torques are. See how the offset comes off of it?
This is an old Powercraft.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That looks like the Facom wrench though.
Look at that.
On the offset, yeah. That offset is perfect.
Yeah.
I love that offset on a wrench.
Yeah.
I really do.
And look at that.
You can sneak that head in behind it.
Yeah.
and get that in there the way you want to. The only thing I don't like about that I seen is the cut of the broaching on yours.
Yeah.
Hold that wrench up again. That cut of the broaching, it kind of slopes. No, on the bottom side.
Oh, okay.
See on the yeah, I guess that is the broaching. That would be the business end of the. But you see how that slopes on there?
Yeah.
It kind of looks so it would, that changes your angle of the wrench.
Yeah, it
Instead of
does.
just having a 0 degree, instead
Yeah.
of just having a 0 degree with the angle with the wrench having an angle, they actually cut the angle of the 0 degree.
Yep. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a full set of these old Powercraft wrenches though. I want a full set because these are real and they're USA made. They're old USA made wrenches.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow, dude, those would be really cool.
Yeah, and
I never
I
even
like
knew
them.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
Audubon's finding this stall. My Willie stalled. Well, Adam said.
My Willie
I like
stall.
no, German tools are great, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
Yeah.
giving Facom is French. That's right. How can you go wrong with French? I've never met a French woman I didn't like. I'm a big fan of Stall Willie too. Garrison G said. Well, Garrison's a Canadian guy, so
Yeah.
I mean he doesn't have to. He can stick up for anybody.
Yeah.
He's got it made.
Neutral.
Canada guys got it made. They don't have to stick up for American.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I'm from Canada, so I don't care
Yeah.
if it's USA made.
Yeah.
Crap. I miss what's I love on the precision torques is what I was saying. Dog days.
Mhm.
Yep. ASD. I don't know what that means. CP Facom Mac point made in Hawaii, but design was made by. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about it is it was a great. That wrench had a lot going on with it.
Mhm.
Diabolical. I will be in PA in a few weeks. Come out and see it. That'd be awesome, dude. I'd like to see you and Nick hook up again and make a video. Kmart stuff is price. Astros has a set like that.
Mhm.
Interesting. Look at that. Zephael. Haven't seen him in here forever.
New
Lots
name
of
for
wrenches
me.
have Jack for offset today. It sucks. Yeah, exactly. Zephael, it for sure. Discontinued though. Hero grip. Any grip on? No, I don't have any grip on.
Nope.
Nipex, best made pliers, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to all around, for what they make, everything they make is pretty solid.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hard to beat Nipex.
I don't know, man. Van pliers, as far as their bow distractor pliers, those things are awesome. How they bite in,
Right.
It's kind of aggressive, but I do agree. Nipex has probably got the best set of pliers out there.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those deals where I love my Snap-on pliers for the cutting.
Mhm.
They're good pliers too, but I think the Nipexes do just as good. I just like the feel of the Snap-ons a little bit better, but not all the Snap-ons I want like the Nipex. They don't have any channel locks, so Nipex wins out there. Their needle nose, Nipex needle nose. Some of the needle nose they don't have, the Snap-on does have. Their mini needle nose and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just a Snap-on Nipex. I mix them up in between them. Whatever can get the best of those two. But I think Snap-on and Nipex is my. I have a plier addiction. Obviously, you guys only got to see 2 drawers of pliers. I still have 2
That
more.
was crazy, man. That's a lot of pliers, man.
Yeah.
It's like me and ratchets.
Well, I have a lot of ratchets too. I have 100. I think I have 140 ratchets now.
Jeez. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you do this for a living, it's just kind of, and then you just have too much money to spend. No kids, no wife. I don't have any problem. I just would be like, oh yeah, I'll take it. I want it.
Yep.
And I just do a lot of different things, to make money. So
Well,
it's not like I'm rich neither, because I'm not rich by any means. It's just certain times in my life where I actually had. That's why I got into this, because at certain times in my life when I did have money, I bought a lot of tools.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of money, and the only tool that I've bought recently for a long time. Hold on a second. I'm going to show this now. Give you guys a little sneak peek.
What's going on, Client
I showed it on my Instagram account, but we got the brand new Client Graphics. What's up, buddy? I'm looking forward to looking at your deal, but we got this guy right now.
Oh, the mini inductor. Yes.
Yes. But this is the HP 1800 watts.
Oh wow.
This is the big bad. This is the latest and greatest. So, and this is the best part about this for people who don't know. This is what I love about Induction Innovations right here.
Yeah.
Induction Innovation is a solid American company.
That's good.
Solid American company.
If you
these
like
guys,
blood by the vampires.
yeah. Hey, dude, thanks a lot, Chris. Happy Father's Day to you, man.
Yeah.
He's got a great video out. If you guys, I'm looking forward. I can't wait to watch this when I get off. But he's got a video about deer ranch. I'm looking forward to seeing.
Right.
But here's this bad boy.
Oh,
man,
nice.
I haven't even really got into this thing and gave it its its break-in period yet. But light on the end here, induction heat tool. When it comes to this is a DIYer's dream right here. You don't need a torch, no map gas.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I always find stupid gas tank straps that are pissing me off.
Yeah.
I'm always doing a fuel pump, and this is my end all be all to the fuel pump right here. And
What
not
did
only
that
that,
cost?
it's super. So this is the beautiful part. Cornwell has exclusive sales on this right now for $5.99.
Oh, wow.
So and Amazon's selling it for $6.99. So they're $100 cheaper than anywhere else. Once again, why I'm saying that Cornwell, you got to keep your eyes out for what Cornwell's doing, because Cornwell is sneaking in the game here with some smoking deals. I mean, they are beating Amazon on a price. When's
that's
the
crazy.
last time anybody's ever heard somebody say that a tool truck's beat Amazon on a price?
That's crazy.
Nobody believes me? Go look up the Venom HP on Amazon right now. You will shit a kitten. I promise you. You'll be like, no, there's no way. You know, there's no way. You won't find this for a better deal than on the Cornwell tool truck right now. And it did just come out, so it's probably going to come down maybe. But at the end of the day, my buddy had the Venom or the mini ductor, the blue one,
right?
And it did an alright job, but it heats up a little bit slowly, in my opinion. So I was glad I waited for this one, because this thing literally takes like less than 30 seconds and it smolders a bullet. And we're gonna have some great videos. We're gonna have some great videos with this. Everybody's out there doing right angle Milwaukee impacts, and old CP just snuck right in with brand new Venom HP, and nobody's doing nothing on it.
And then you're gonna see 10 videos afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. That's because that's what I do. Yeah. I didn't see you, TMC. Oh man, Andrew Rasmussen. Man, people are just coming in. Client graphics. I definitely am looking forward to seeing this.
I love it.
Buffalo, New York, road salt capital of the world. Man, blue gloves. Man, everybody's getting fired up in here.
I love
it. TMZ for the end zone cornhole. Yeah, Neil. Yeah, that's the name for it. Client. Tarek. Autobahn, man, look at this. Everybody just showed up here. We went, did you see we went right up to 80 people? We went down to 60. I said it was gonna blue ratchets. I don't even, why would anybody want a blue ratchet? That's foolish.
I got one.
Oh, you did?
I did. I got one, yeah.
I'm more interested in making tools. I've worked with people that made differences in tools in the industry than just getting a change of a color. I mean, that's not a big deal.
It's a handle change.
I lobbied for getting red handles on ratchets clear back, in the day on soft grips, and they didn't have, stuff like that. Matco didn't have red handles on their soft grips, and that's why they went to them now, is because people complained about that. It's just sometimes it takes longer than others, but whatever. I mean, that's like Channel Lock when I could find out. Eagle Works is coming back to DeWitt, Nebraska. They're opening up a factory. They open up the channel. They actually hired original employees from Vice Grips, which is really cool. That's the part of the thing why I like some American tools. Just because if you've ever gone to an American, you will literally, I guarantee you, if anybody's watching this and you're listening and you think that just because, you want to buy a cheaper tool, go to an American factory. I dare you to. Cornwell, all you guys that live in Ohio, go over to the Cornwell factory and ask for a tour, because that's probably the only plant that I think that's in Ohio that you could probably a tool factory. But dude, it will change your life.
Yeah.
I went to the Proto factory years ago, and I just absolutely was just blown away by how cool it is, how raw these guys are, how just awesome. It's probably changed. Back in the day, these guys bled red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
When I went. So, that's what it is what it is.
Yeah.
I really missed German tool reviews. I don't know what part number is. Anyways,
I know the SK plan is really nice too.
yeah. I actually their plan is super nice. That would be a really good one to visit because theirs is really modern, really
Yeah.
up to Raspberry count.
I like SK tools. I really do.
I warranted a pry bar with Snap-on and refused it because I want green. That's foolish. I don't like soft grips. Yeah, I mean, everybody does.
It's
Colored
preference.
sockets are. No, they've already done that. Harbor Freight's got them. Kyle Lee, have you not? I'm still skeptical about the angle impact. Oh, I didn't realize it. I thought you were saying that it was good to go. Autobahn. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Major weakness. I'm not impressed with the right angle impact at all. Yeah, it isn't getting me all warm and fuzzied yet. But Dan McCavitz, that mother looks sexy. It is sexy. Trust me. I want that induction heater in my life. Yeah, dude, the induction heater. Not only that, the induction heater is just good for everything. I didn't just buy it because I want to work on cars. Think about doing stuff around your house or whatnot when you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of uses. You can take off decals with it. People don't even understand what you can use all this for. Just adding heat where you can't put a flame.
Right.
I can use this for gunsmithing. They've got pads. They've got different deals. This thing is the induction heat hasn't even hit people in the mouth like it should yet. Where they would, like people don't even understand all the amount of uses. CP has so many tools in his box. He needs to put dually wheels
on it.
Well, I got 2 toolboxes that are, I've got more storage than you can buy in a Mr. Big with everything that I have. So
wow, that's impressive.
But the thing about it is I didn't spend Mr. Big money. I've got $6,000 in my toolboxes.
Yeah.
I did it a lot smarter than spending the money on a bunch of toolboxes.
Right.
I bought the toolboxes that I didn't need it. You look at Eric O. That guy, that's why I like his channel. You don't need, a good toolbox, yes. He's got some Mac toolboxes, good toolboxes, but he doesn't have a ton. He's got them, you can organize and put a decent toolbox. You don't need to spend a shit ton of money for a huge toolbox. It is nice. If you have the money, I say yes.
Go for it.
By all means, go for it. But I don't want to have a 28-foot toolbox taking up a wall. That real estate is a lot of money to be holding down right there.
Right.
That's my biggest problem with having it. When you have that big of a toolbox on that much real estate, that means there's a tire machine that could go there, an AC machine. Those things make money a lot more than that toolbox does, and it's taking up a lot of real estate. If I have like 2 70-inch toolboxes and 2 tool carts, I can move them around the shop however I need, to free that space up.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I think the tool carts, I was really happy to see the overall tool cart design improve because I think, tool carts to me it makes sense. It's, guys spend like 15 grand on a toolbox that just sits in a corner and they work out of their tool cart. So, why not find a decent toolbox and then spend more money on your tool cart if that's what you're truly going to work out of? I don't know.
Right. The one thing I do have to ask you, James, I forgot about it. I watched your new cart deal. What's going on with the light back there? That looks so awesome the way you got it set up in your toolbox.
Oh yeah, I picked that up, man, for like I don't know, like a couple bucks at one of these little small stores around town.
Well,
and it's
what is it though?
It's a LED strip.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
dude, that is so nice.
Yeah.
That looks perfect in that box.
Yeah,
I really dig that. When I seen you did that, I was like, oh, dude, that is. If Matco did that on everyone, you should sell that to Matco.
I know, right?
Really, you should. Yeah. You could do that would be a better thing than a blue ratchet.
Yeah, right. More practical.
I'd be like, I would, and you better pimp it before somebody else does, because I guarantee you somebody will take that idea and run with it if you don't.
Right.
I'm just saying, that's the first time I've ever seen it, and that is an excellent idea. And then Matco should be incorporating that into their James card cart, because that is a killer option for it right there. That lights up your box really nice, and you did an excellent job on that. So
thank you, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a new video coming out too, man. I gotta get that released here the next day or so, and just picked up some more Snap-on stuff, man. Super cheap.
Except I love oh yeah, guys are going crazy in here. Erico has
Yeah,
had a
Car's
Mac
the way to
toolbox,
go.
toolbox. Yeah, he does. That's why. But I've always said I love my Mac Tech Box. Mac Tech Boxes have been around a long time too.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't ever. I don't want to like say, you know, I don't want. I know that I like Mac toolboxes, but I don't want to really just come out and like say like, if you guys look around, the Mac Tech Box and the Maximizer Box, they're two very, very, very long-term toolboxes that have been out there for a long freaking time. Snap-on started their classic after Mac had their Tech Series box. Mac has really paved the way in a lot of ways for big toolboxes.
Yeah.
Mac came out with the 88-inch, and then Matco came out with theirs. The Maximizer MB1900 is what it used to be called.
Yeah.
Is 88 inches long, 27 inches deep. And it's got their drawer. Everybody, Snap-on, Matco always used to knock on that drawer, talk about it. But their drawer is 6 inches deep, and nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, everybody talks about wasted space in that Maximizer. But you ask any mechanic that has a Maximizer if they think that's wasted space.
Right.
They love that deep drawer in the top box of a Maximizer box.
Yeah.
You can store so many more tools in it. You can set it up so many more different ways.
Yeah.
Eddie Espanol! What's up, buddy? I had to like saying his name. It's a good time. I suppose it's supposed to be editing. Well, then get to editing it, Autobot. You're just having a good time in here. You know, we're almost 2.5 hours in, guys, and I'll tell you what, I appreciate having James on. I hope we've got enough. You know, it seems like we got so much stuff going on. Oh, let me get your face off here. I think I need to get some stuff done. My phone's already blown up because people know that my deal's over, and I'm actually gonna probably be going to work on a car here.
Hey,
sounds like I gotta.
Hey, Kevin Lamar, just an FYI, dude. I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He was asking where I'm from.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked about your It's a Tool Thing. Dave asked about your Matco dealer because I think he's in Indiana too.
Yeah, yep, he is. Yep. Terry Gilbert's my Matco dealer. He's in the Fort Wayne, Columbia City area here.
Have you guys been friends for a long time too?
Yeah, Terry and I worked together at a facility for about 10 years or whatever. We even raced cars, and he ended up leaving that company to start his own Matco, franchise and whatever.
Wow.
So yeah. So I just hooked up with him, get good deals and whatnot. So
damn, that's awesome. So how long's he been a Matco dealer now?
He has probably been about 5 years, 6 years.
Oh wow! So he's loving it. He likes it a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. I meant to ask you that earlier. Sorry I didn't get that out. But
Hey,
we
not
got
a problem.
it in on the video now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, James. I definitely appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
Subscribers.
You guys are
Once
awesome.
again, we had a great live stream. Guys are just, I love having these streams like this. So much stuff going on in here and whatnot. And it's just, so many questions. You guys don't forget about What You Say Wednesdays. If I didn't answer your question here, go to What You Say Wednesdays, and we're going to start the discussion up there because, whoops, knocked the earphone straight out of me. What You Say Wednesdays is the place where I can get at most of you and answer most of the questions. I get so many Instagram messages. My phone's blowing up. I get so many messages on Instagram, Facebook, blah, blah. And I don't even know how guys find me on Facebook because I don't even have nothing to do mostly with, anything for tool stuff on there. That's mostly my personal stuff for like shooting and stuff like. Anyways, Instagram and just YouTube and whatnot and my email.
Yeah.
So many questions. Guys, I really do pound the pavement from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
I walked in the door here at 7:55. I fired up the live stream. And I had just gotten done working. So,
Oh, wow.
I'm just letting you guys know. I don't, James, I forgot one more thing too. I remembered I was going to ask you this and I've been I forgot about sending you a ratchet kit. Did you get a repair kit for your ratchet?
I did get one from my Mac dealer. He hooked me up and I got one of those.
Okay.
So, yep, I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
I apologize. I
Not
meant
a
to
problem,
send that out to you. And I've been so freaking busy. I had, moving my stuff in the shop,
Yep.
new toolboxes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, because I did that video right when I was getting ready to move my stuff back to my house because I got that new toolbox
Yep. Yep.
come. So I wanted you to see. I wanted to be able to say that on live air instead of
Yeah.
just sending you a text. So you know,
Not a problem,
I
man.
definitely I've got a head kit extra, but I can always use it too. I've
Yeah.
got some old 36 tooth ratchets or whatnot. It's not a big
That's
deal.
a great ratchet, by the way.
That 36 tooth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they were nice. I like the old 36 snap-ons
Yep.
better. I was never a Mac ratchet fan. I'll
Yeah.
be honest with you until they came out with the 90 tooths.
Oh
So they came
wow.
out with the new Axis. I was not a big fan of them at all. So,
Wow.
but anyways, like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed James being on. If you haven't checked out his channel, Midwest Tool Review, especially if you're a DIY guy and you're looking to see some ideas of, you know, James can elaborate on more probably of what he goes with pawn shops and what he does for shop. He picks up some great deals. Always has some great content. Me and the Autobahn Dan have talked about it. A lot of other guys we talked about how he just, you know, comes up with these great deals. And I don't know about if people are telling you you're abusing the tool warranty, tell them to fly a kite. You know, we don't care. You know, I don't. The price of tools don't go up because of the warranty. Anybody that says that, I'll tell you that's firsthand from a guy that was a tool dealer. Price of tools goes up because the price of steel goes up.
Yeah.
If you look over history, the price of steel is inflated. In the last 20 years, it's inflated almost 30%, 40%. So your cost goes up because the cost of the material goes up. It has nothing to do with the warranty. The price of the warranty is in with the tool, and they sell it to you.
Yeah,
So
you know,
that's
it's funny
just the
you should
bottom
say
line.
that. That is so. That's and I know we're heading out of here, and that's so the truth, man. If you look at any steel, and like we don't know what Snap-on stuff is really made of and whatever, but you look at the steel, you look at the individual constituents of steel, like copper and graphite and carbon and moly. If you get on the London Metal Exchange and you see how those prices vary, that is what stipulates how much you pay for something. That's the biggest driver.
A car, anything. When people say that stuff, I ignore it because it's ingrained in my head. I already know what it is, why it goes up. I don't want to get in the argument with people because they don't want to listen to you anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the bottom line is that tool warranties are already absorbed into the cost of the tool.
Yes, amortized.
So,
it's already built in. Yeah.
Right. You barely ever see a guy break a ratchet off if it's a fixed head. A flex head you will, but that's why flex heads are more money because they incur that cost of getting a new handle. Parts are made to be interchangeable. All they do is melt it down and reuse it. You know, I mean,
you got to send it in. You got to send it in. You got to go through the whole process, you know, and I make videos to try to show people that, hey, this is how you do it. You want to be honest. And I've had comments from Snap-on Corporate Direct that commented and sent me emails and explained to me how the process works and said, hey, we appreciate you making a video explaining how to do our warranty process. I need to put that video, I need to put that letter up so people can see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Brian Meadows. Is your Instagram Brian Meadows on Instagram? He's a pawn shop freak too, so that's a good deal.
Okay. Yep.
These guys are all getting crazy in here now, so I think it's time to shut her down.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell, and check out James when you get a chance. I appreciate you being on, James. Great live stream. Great having you on tonight. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yep. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Yep. I get this thing. There we go.